From the Cleary Alumni Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, it's the Mike Schmidt Football Show. Brought to you by Honda Motorworks, your electric and hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. By Schilling Supply, serving businesses with critical supplies since 1897. By Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. By 360 Real Estate Solutions, they've got the keys to your new home. And by Market & Johnson, Western Wisconsin's construction leader, adding value to everything they do. Now, here's the host of today's program, Terry Erickson.
Welcome to UW La Crosse. We are in the Cleary & Friends Alumni Center for the weekly Mike Schmidt Football Show here on KQEG. The show is live on the stream and played back each Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. as we do each week. We want to pay recognition to our sponsors, Schilling Supply, Honda Motorworks, Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes, 360 Real Estate, and Market & Johnson. We also want to acknowledge guests. We appreciate you watching the show, guests that are here live and in support of Coach Schmidt and Eagle football. So thanks for being with us. Now the star of the show, Coach Mike Schmidt.
Hey, good to be back.
Let's start with a comment. In our weekly meeting, you said that this team is like awful good. You said, quote, they are good. They're one of the best teams in the country. Of course, that's quite obvious, I think. But you also said that their defense was really their identity. You said that 9 out of their 10 players back on defense. I think 8 out of the 11 on offense. But then I heard somebody say just a few hours ago that you are not, that UW La Crosse is not at the level of maybe Oshkosh and Whitewater. That it's like maybe men against boys, that you're a ways away. I absolutely 100% disagree. I think you are almost there. You're on the threshold. You're on the doorstep. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting close, you know, and that kind of was the frustrating part, I think, about Saturday is that, you know, I think we walk away and say we really made a lot of mistakes that could have made the game at least close until the end, at least closer, or even put ourselves in a position to win it. You know, I think we did so many really good things in that game, and just you walk away and you see the mistakes that we did make. And you know, hey, we're not afraid of trying to get to where we want to get to or what we're trying to accomplish here. I mean, we want to be a conference championship team. And you know, I think last year you look and we picked off one of those teams in the top 10 team in Platteville last year and put ourselves in that discussion. And then this year you always want to kind of keep that march going and pick off another one of those top teams. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that on Saturday. And I think the opportunities to win that game were certainly there for our football team. But you can just see some of our mistakes that we made, really self-inflicted mistakes. And you know, as a coach, you always look inward on that. You get pretty introspective and say that I got to do a better job and get our guys ready to play. But I mean, a lot of those mistakes, freshmen, sophomores, you know, guys that are playing in some of their first games, and we will reap those benefits, as we keep saying. You just hope that you can get those sooner than what we had.
Here's one of the most, you have a lot of good quotes, sound bites, but here's one of the most profound things before we get into the game. You said this, quote, you said the team was ready to play, they were not ready to win. Yep. You said the mistakes that were made, and Colton pointed them out in the paper, and we all know the mistakes. Red zone failures and so on. Yep. You said the mistakes are on me. You didn't blame the officials. You didn't blame the conditions. You didn't blame your players. You didn't blame any of those. Whereas when I watch broadcasts and shows, a lot of that is deflected onto coaches don't accept the blame. Yeah. Now, for our viewers and for people here, that it really is a powerful statement. It says what you're all about. Well,
it's true. I mean, as the head coach, you're responsible for that stuff, and you're responsible to make sure, you know, it might be a play that could work or might be a thing that could work, but if your players can't execute it or don't execute it or whatever the case might be, then that's your fault. Don't run that play or don't call that play or don't put them in that kind of situation or position. And that's what I felt like I did in the first half a little bit was put our team in some tough spots, I thought, on a couple of things. And you know, I think all the time you win these games and you say, well, let's get really tough on these guys and we're not going to accept this. And, you know, sometimes coaches will say, we got to get more discipline. And that might be true, you know, in what we have to get done. But in no way are we going to say, throw it all out, let's start over, let's rethink where we're at. Nah, I don't buy that. I think let's go back to what we do really well, and let's just get better at that. And that starts with me as the head coach to get them ready and get our guys in a position that they can compete and execute those things.
That's a cultural point that everyone needs to kind of think about. Well, let's real quickly, early in the first, 51-yard run by Mitch Gerhardt, tough runner, 111 yards, 1 TD. Then as time ran out, 8-yard pass Shramsky to Devontae Amos,
Yes.
8 yards, and by the way, second TD in 2 games. And 7-7 after 1.
Yeah, you look at it, and we were hoping that we'd have a bigger advantage with the wind there. I mean, for the guys, people that weren't watching or weren't there, I mean, it was legitimately a 40-mile-an-hour wind. It's probably the worst wind conditions that I've been a part of as a coach. And you know, trying to play that, you have to come up. You have to be in the lead when you have the wind. And you know, we come out tied 7-7 after 1, and we had opportunities. We miss a field goal, you know, in that spot where we were inside the 5. And when we were going to go for it for sure down there, we were going to go for it. Then we get sacked and it pushes us out. We miss the field goal, come up with no points. Then Devontae just competes like crazy on a 4th down play. We get that thing. And, you know, it just, with the wind, we needed to have a better quarter there than, I mean, you come out tied, but now you're going to shift and not have the wind. And it was going to be such a tough day throwing into that thing.
2 scores for the Titans in the second quarter. Kyle Radovich to Totterello, 86 yards. Remember that? My heart sank.
Yes.
And then a 39-yard field goal. But you're in the game, 17-7 at half. And I'm sure you're thinking back, wow, 3 red zone trips in the first half and no points.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what we look at coming out of that thing, is saying, you know, we faked the field goal into the wind and we busted it and it didn't work for us. And then, you know, you come back and they 2 plays later score an 85-yard touchdown run. That's a killer, you know, for it. And they didn't really have to do anything for it. It's just a touch pass to the guy, and he ends up running around and scoring from that distance, and we get sacked or we throw an interception. They kick the field goal off a turnover. So, I mean, those are 10 points that are truly just self-inflicted for us coming in half. And I felt like those were on me, so I came into at halftime, told the team, I said, hey, those points are on me. That's my bad. Pick me up. Let's go. I thought we had a good energy coming back out in the third quarter.
You did. It just reinforces what I said at the beginning of this show, that you are almost at that same level despite what other people say. Quickly, early in the fourth, no scoring in the third. Wow, good defense in the last minute here. And then in the fourth, Shramsky finds Mr. Reliable Cole Speaker, set up by a good return by one of the leading returners of combined yards in the nation in Division III, and that's Simonchek.
Yeah, third quarter again, we just couldn't find a way to score with the wind, you know, and we actually used 2 of our 3 timeouts in the third quarter trying to hold to get the wind and keep giving our offense opportunities, you know, and in the end it probably, I don't know, we don't get the ball back at the end of the game, but it probably, I mean, to move the ball down 2 scores, but you know, we took our timeouts to go all in with the wind, couldn't get it. Great play design by Coach Frichte, great play call on the touchdown to Cole Speaker. We missed the extra point. We're within 4, and they just come down and on a 3rd down, 3rd and 10, put the dagger in us on the pass there that really was that put it out of reach for us there.
And Max Brower got caught up on tangled
just fell down. Tangled up, fell down.
But overall, again, good job. 56 yards running and only 220, a total of 284. As we conclude this, Rick and I talked about this, no penalties in the first half. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. And in the second half, I think he had like two penalties for 21 yards. Now, that sends a powerful message about how well you're coached.
Yeah, our guys do such a good job of understanding what a penalty is. You know, I think that's a big part, understanding what PI is, what a block in the back is, and coaching a lot of that stuff so that they understand. But that's all on the guys, understanding to stay away from those penalties.
Yeah. All right, we're going to step aside for a minute, Coach. When we come back, we're going to have 2 players here on the Mike Schmidt Show. We'll be right back.
The all-new Honda Fit gives you the flexibility of the magic seat with the fuel efficiency you celebrate at the pump. From Honda Motorworks.
You'll love more miles per dollar. Honda Motorworks.
Since 1897, Schilling Supply Company has been your single-source provider of business solutions and supplies. Their 65,000 square foot facility stocks over 3,000 items ranging from packaging, janitorial, industrial, food processing, safety, and specialty products. Schilling Supply provides the essentials you need to meet your customers' and employees' expectations. Businesses like Gunderson, Quick Trip, Dynamic Recycling, and Badger Corrugating rely on Schilling Supply to deliver the right products at the right time. Schilling Supply Company. Visit on the web or call.
Stunning from any angle, the HR-V is a crossover of style and versatility.
You'll love more miles per dollar. Honda Motor Works.
Welcome back to the Mike Schmidt Show. We are joined with two players from the backside, Colton Neiman, Noah Schober, two pretty good athletes here on the Mike Schmidt Show. What do you think, Coach?
Yeah, two of my guys that get to spend a lot of time with me, that's for sure. These poor guys got to spend a whole lot of time with me in the back end. So really both transfers for us, Colton coming from Carroll and then Shobes coming from Duluth. But, really awesome stories about both of them. I mean, Colton comes here and can't play his first year, has an injury in the summer before our first season here together, has to sit out that year and come back and just fights his butt off to start last year for us, has a great end of the season for us, and then comes in as our #1 corner this year and has just done an awesome job as a senior. Really cool, really a cool story. And then Shobes comes to us and same kind of story. He just keeps fighting in and doesn't give us reasons not to play him. Just keeps pushing for more time and more opportunities. And he's got them. And we had all those great safeties on our roster last year that were seniors, and now him and AJ are just doing such a great job for us. And Shobes had a heck of a game on Saturday and just keeps getting better for us. And I like that SO next to his name in the program too. That's a good thing.
It is. Well, we talk about both of these guys, by the way, as well as AJ and so on. So start with Coleman from Carroll, Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln.
Yep.
To Carroll to UWL?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talk about that journey.
So I decided to go down to Carroll University in Waukesha for my first 2 years. I was PT down there, and then I switched to AT again. So kind of mixing up my majors a little bit. But and then after my second year, I realized how expensive a private school is down there. So transferred UW La Crosse because I had toured here in high school, and really liked the area and the scenery and the people here and whatnot, and got in contact with Coach McGlenn and Coach Schmidt, and they welcomed me in with open arms.
Connections here with the Vickroy family, of course.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
With your former AD, now retired. But so you played at Carroll?
Yes, yeah.
And but you were you a little bit discouraged with maybe what was going on there?
No, not really. I did enjoy my time down there. It was just kind of it was tough, like I said. Being a private school down there is a little expensive. I didn't want to be buried in debt my whole life, so coming here was just a good decision, I feel, and I'll never regret that.
And we talked a lot about Noah Schober, too, and sophomore from Eau Claire Regis, Duluth. Very familiar with Eau Claire Regis, of course, up there all the time. Regis, up north of Duluth, back south to La Crosse.
Yeah.
What brought you up to Duluth?
So Duluth, I actually went up there. I was a medical redshirt up there, so after recovering from an ACL injury my senior year. So up there I just helped out with practices, worked out with the team and everything like that, and then I talked to the coaches after the year, and they kind of said if I was going to play, it'd be like in the next 3 years, so I decided to transfer. And literally the day after, I'm sitting in the dining hall after I decided to transfer, and I get a text from Coach Schmidt saying he wants me to come visit down here. And I was super happy about that because I was looking at La Crosse right out of high school anyway, so I came down here and just fell in love. So.
Yeah. So go back to your high school days. I'm very familiar with Eau Claire Regis, and there's strength in a variety of sports. Mm-hmm. Multi-sport athlete?
Yep, I played football, and I actually did a little bit of tennis and played hockey there. So.
Okay, good basketball program too.
Yep.
And I suppose if I went back and asked people about you at Lincoln, they would have some good things to say.
Yeah, I played baseball there as well. I started at second base my junior and senior year, and I really enjoyed my time doing that. And as well as football, I started my junior and senior year as a corner my junior year, and actually as a safety my senior year. Collective
breath of sadness when you were out for the point game. It's like,
yeah, definitely.
Everybody was like, whoa, that's a big loss.
Yeah, no, I was definitely pretty disappointed. I did all I could that week to heal up my ankle and do what I can and do what the athletic training staff told me. But it's feeling really good now. Didn't seem to hinder me at all during the Oshkosh game. Felt really good, and I'll be good to go this week then too.
Well, with Murphy out, Kissling out, and then you're injured, I mean, it was certainly a breath of fresh air to have you back in. 7 tackles versus Oshkosh. You played very, very well. 23 tackles in the season. Reflect on Oshkosh. Reflect on the season.
I think Oshkosh, they came out, they executed what they needed to do, and kind of like what Coach was saying earlier in the show, that it's just those little things that we just need to make sure that we're executing on to make sure we come out on top. I feel like as for the rest of the season, everything's been going very good. I'm having a lot of fun my senior year. I just want to win out and put it in the hands of the committee for playoffs. Coming
from a defensive back myself, not nearly as gifted as you, that's for sure, or any of your others. I mean, I know the supporting the run, I know pass defense, I know the motor skills and all the things necessary, which I didn't have a lot of them, but tried. But I know the difficulty and multiple formations that you would see against Oshkosh, 50, 60 different formations, misdirection, all kinds of things. Challenge for you in that game, Noah?
I think we do a great job of preparation throughout the week. Coach Janis with our scout team gives us a ton of looks, so just seeing that every day kind of made it pretty easy against Oshkosh to kind of recognize them and see what kind of formation they were in.
So they didn't really fool you on anything? It's like, whoa, what's this?
I wouldn't say no, not really. So we kind of had a really good plan in for them and kind of knew everything we were looking for. 5
tackles against Oshkosh, 26 on the year. Are you, only as a sophomore, are you where you wanted to be?
Yes, coming in, I knew I had big shoes to fill with Kiss because he's a great competitor and a great captain. So, I mean, I can always make strides to go forward, but right now I'm pretty happy.
Difficulty in being a defensive back, though. Again, supporting the run, your keys, you're playing mostly press, man-to-man. Mm-hmm. So it requires a lot more maybe agility, speed, quickness, reads, and so on than maybe playing zone. Right, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, Colton was matched up a lot on a tight end that's about 100 pounds bigger than he is. Not that much, but probably about 50 pounds bigger than he was. He was matched up on a big physical guy. They put him in the run fit, made him tackle a lot the other day. So, the way that we're structured, these guys got to kind of do it all in the back end, and they don't get a whole lot of help with it. So you're either in the gap, fitting the run on a big tight end and a big tailback coming through as a corner, or you're just kind of all by yourself out in coverage. So it takes you got to have a lot of confidence in what you're doing, got to have a lot of confidence in our scheme and in the rest of the team to kind of go and play fast.
There's a lot of difficulties in playing defense, but one of them, in my view, is open field solo tackles. It's like, whoa, that is highly challenging.
Yeah.
And they both seem to do a good job.
Both did a great job, especially on Saturday for us, and they'll be challenged now this week against Platteville with the same thing, so that'll be great.
And before we end this, again, senior, and you are a recreation management major. Talk about that real quickly and where you're going to go.
Yeah, actually I just switched to recreational management, and I have an outdoor emphasis on top of that as well. Kind of want to go along the lines of, working at a park or something like that. Something outdoors, go be like I had an internship that I was looking at for as a whitewater raft guide out in Montana and stuff like that.
Sounds like a good job. Be sitting at a cubicle somewhere, that's for sure. And a biology major. Fast forward a few years from now, what are you going to be doing?
Yeah, so both my parents are kind of in the medical field, so I kind of just grew up with that my whole life, and my parents always pushed me, so I want to be like a physician's assistant or go into orthopedics.
Good career too. So, well, you good luck the rest of the season. Stay healthy, my friend. You don't get hurt either. So, and you're doing well, and I'm proud of you. So, all right, we're going to step aside for a minute. When we come back, we will talk about a little bit about the upcoming homecoming game here at UW.
The all-new Honda Fit gives you the flexibility of the magic seat with the fuel efficiency you celebrate at the pump. From Honda Motorworks.
You'll love more miles per dollar. Honda Motorworks.
360 Real Estate Solutions has the keys to your new home. Introducing the Hub on 6th, rooftop lofted condos for sale. Beautifully designed with open floor plans up to 3 bedrooms. The Hub has what you need for city life, from studios to 3 bedrooms to fit your lifestyle and your pocketbook with the extra touches that matter. A rooftop sports court, bike storage with a washing center, community rooms, storage units, laundry, a pet walk, and a workout room. Get your tour today at hubon6.360.bz.
Stunning from any angle, the HR-V is a crossover of style and versatility.
You love more miles per dollar. Honda Motor Works.
Welcome back to the Mike Schmidt Show here on the campus of UWL. Well, big week, the Quick Trip homecoming game. Been to a lot of homecomings as a student and now a broadcaster. Schedule for the week. Does homecoming impact anything you do?
No, not really. We have a little thing on. We have a pep fest with the students on Friday night with our team and things like that. So that'll be really cool. And then Saturday, there's a lot of stuff, but not for anybody really other than me with it in our program. We have a breakfast for alums in the morning. Then obviously we have the game. After the game, we're actually having a reunion with all of our national championship teams. So all the teams that played in national championship games are all getting back together Saturday night right after the game. We have our Wall of Fame induction ceremony Saturday night. And then a Homecoming for Heroes event here on campus, raising money for veterans in the area. So really, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it will have no effect on our players or preparation. About the only guy that has to do anything is me with it for our alums and the things throughout the community. So it's going to be awesome. Kim's done an awesome job putting it all together for it. So really cool event with Quick Trip sponsoring it.
Exactly. What a good component to have the Hometown for Heroes and then the Wall of Fame at 7 o'clock, by the way, and then the band from 5 to 9, Mitchell Hall, I believe.
Yep.
And, of course, the star of the band, Josh Buckles.
You got it, $3 and change coming at you live from Mitchell Hall on Saturday night. Yeah, it'll be great, and that's open to everybody. Come on down. We'll have drinks and food, admissions free. Come on down and have a good time.
But there is a game, too, that day.
That's what's most important to me with it, for sure, yes.
Well, the first time UWL, the first time they had a homecoming at Stout, it was in 1913. They didn't even have a game, by the way. We talked about that. Thought that was interesting.
Yes.
Well, anyway, a look at Platteville. 4-3 and 2-2 in the WIAC. This really shocked me, I must admit. I looked at it several times. Lost to Eau Claire 40-16. It's like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
at home.
I think that was a pretty surprising score for everybody out there, and I'm sure for them as well. And you know, I think the first time that somebody told me about the score, I asked, "Wait, are you sure it wasn't flipped?" With it, I asked Colton that right after the game. Like, no, it's got to be flipped, right? But hey, I think you look at it, and they're going to be ready to play. You watch the tape, and they just have a lot of turnovers and just things that went wrong for them. It wasn't they didn't play that poorly, they didn't play that badly, but they'll be ready to play. I mean, they suffered a huge loss in it. Mark Johnson, one of the most dynamic receivers in the league, one of the best players in the league, is going to be out. He went down in the second quarter, appears not to. He won't be back against us with it either. So tough loss for them, really a tough loss for those guys, and you could just see that the way the game was going, and then that kind of really took a lot of momentum out of their sails. And then Eau Claire just played really well down the stretch. They block a punt for a touchdown. They get a defensive score. And so when you have those kind of things kind of snowball on you, tough to rebound from it. So they'll be back. They'll be ready to play against us. That's still a really good football team that we're going to play on Saturday, and they're going to be ready to go.
Exactly. You beat them 27-20 last year, but to build on what you said, 7 turnovers. This surprised me. Eau Claire returned an interception and a block kick for it.
Yes.
Touchdown, 4 interceptions, and I mean, it was like must have been the roof caved in besides the wind blowing 45
Yeah,
miles
the
an
wind
hour.
was a huge part of it, and just things just got going on them badly. But I mean, this is a good football team that's played well and put up a ton of points against River Falls for sure, and played really well against Point. So we know we got our hands full certainly on Saturday afternoon here.
Well, exactly. They scored 52 points against River Falls. Real quickly, what are the viewers? What are the people that are? Hopefully, it's like the 3,000 people again, by the way. But what should we look for?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to run what they've ran. Coach Emmendorfer runs kind of what he runs, and it has for a long, long time, and it's going to be what it is with a few little wrinkles in for each team. And so you kind of know what they're going to be doing. They just have good players doing it. They have a really tall, physical kid on the outside, David Allender, that's on the outside for them. That's a real tall, physical wide receiver for them on the offense side. Again, they're going to lose Mark Johnson, who's one of the better players in the league, certainly an all-conference wide receiver. That's going to be a tough loss for them, but they're big and physical up front. Sean Studer's leading the league in rushing. Their tailback. So offensively, they're really good. They're really dynamic, and they'll have a lot of stuff. And then defensively, they play a really funky defense, and we have 3 consecutive kind of weird, very different defenses coming up here now that are very unconventional the rest of the way. They'll have a stand-up guy walked up in the A gap, kind of roaming around in there and doing a lot of different things. So really different on defense, but still really big, really physical team that's going to be here Saturday afternoon.
So as we close the show, an increased challenge for your offensive line.
Without a doubt, it's a big challenge for the offensive line. They'll have the biggest amount of preparation that they got to kind of get where there's not going to be a lot of doubles, which is what they're doing. They're trying to take away double teams, trying to get you to down block people, and then let their guys on the second and third levels just run around. So big challenge up front for our guys, and it's certainly a big challenge for our secondary, and really need to shore up and eliminate the big plays.
And again, we will be broadcasting the game live here on KQEG. Around the campus, women's soccer, last home game on Wednesday versus Carleton. They're 14-2-1, one of the top teams in the
Getting
nation.
ready for the playoffs, they are. Yep.
Men's and women's basketball started second week. Coach Dernbach is here.
Coach Dernbach, just what a job that guy's doing with the basketball team.
He is.
Wow,
yeah.
jeez.
Well, him and Karen, too, in the women's side.
Yes.
Wall of Fame, we talked about that, homecoming celebration. And so it's a big week. I remember those things going on when I was a student, and so I'm excited. Nice weather and so on. Well,
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed this week's Mike Schmidt Show. I want to thank our sponsors again for doing such a great job each week to bring you the show. We'll be here next week talking Eagle football with Coach Schmidt. Remember, the show is replayed on Tuesdays at 6:30. Our next show back here is Monday, the 29th. We'll take an in-depth look at the Platteville game and thoughts on the last home game against River Falls.
It's that time of the year already.
So I'm excited for that. So until next week, for Mike Schmidt, I'm your host, Terry Erickson, hoping you have a good week, and hopefully you'll be here on campus this week for our homecoming celebrations. Be at the game on Saturday at 1 p.m. Thanks for joining us.
You've been watching the Mike Schmidt Football Show on KQEG TV. The Mike Schmidt Football Show is brought to you by Honda Motorworks, your electric and hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. By Schilling Supply, serving businesses with critical supplies since 1897. By Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. By 360 Real Estate Solutions, they've got the keys to your new home. And by Market & Johnson, Western Wisconsin's construction leader, adding value to everything they do. Join us next week at this same time for the Mike Schmidt Football Show. Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. By Honda Motorworks, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass, La Crosse. By Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. And by Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG TV broadcast team to Game Day. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG TV. Today, the Eagles take on the UW Platteville Pioneers. Our game is brought to you by Tri-State Auto on the Pike between La Crosse and La Crescent. The Arterial Bar and Grill. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. By Honda Motorworks, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass, La Crosse. By Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. And by Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG TV broadcast team, Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. Welcome to Game Day.
And welcome everybody to Veterans Memorial Field. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson bringing you today the contest, I should say, between the UWL Platteville Pioneers and the UW La Crosse Eagles. Oh boy, it's homecoming here at UWL, and Terry, that's always kind of a big event for everybody, isn't it?
It is, and this is sponsored by Quick Trip, so it should be a great festival. I notice Kim Bloom next to us, and she's all excited about it. My connection with this game and this particular homecoming celebration goes back to being a student athlete myself here. Yeah. And then
were you the homecoming king?
In high school, I was.
Oh, okay.
Not in college.
Not in college.
And then coming here as a community member, as a scout, as an official, and now as a broadcaster, I have lots of different connections. My favorite memory of homecoming day here was the era of Mike Farley and UW River Falls versus Roger Herring, and then it was called the Indians, not the Eagles.
Right.
And those were the two best teams in the conference back then. For a couple decades, it was either River Falls or La Crosse, and they always just had a tremendous rivalry on this field. Mike Farley, the head coach, passed away here a few months ago, a legendary icon in River Falls, and Roger Herring with us here today as part of this homecoming, by the way, is a football reunion. Saw a lot of previous players out tailgating, so this is a huge game, and I'm excited about it. I just hope the fans, as I see them come in, will be here in droves also for this big game.
Well, and at halftime today, they're going to admit some people into the Wall of Fame, aren't they?
We're going to talk about those. I happen to know a couple of them. We'll share some bio information on them.
Yeah, we will.
During the first half.
All right, that'll be exciting. Now, let's talk a little bit about the game. This Platteville team comes in here after a big loss to Eau Claire last week. Both teams losing last week, but Platteville is kind of a beat-up team from what I understand.
Wow, you talk about beat up. I mean, their top two players on their team, Mark Johnson and their quarterback, Colin Schutz, out. And now that certainly will play an impact on this game. UWL, Kruger out, linebacker, Kissling, we saw him injured here. But I think one of the bright spots is hopefully Rusty Murphy will be able to play. He's dressed, he warmed up, and hopefully he will be able to play. But when you take Mark Johnson out of the equation, one of the best receivers in the conference out of Johnston, Iowa, 44 catches, 625 yards, 4 TDs. They run the spread, sometimes 3-by-1, sometimes 4-by-0. They do a lot of different things. It'll be interesting to see how they have changed their game plan based on going into their depth chart.
Yeah. Now, you talked extensively with Coach Schmidt, I know. How does he feel about going into this game here this week?
Well, first of all, I had a chance to talk to Matt Janis, too. And he's the defensive coordinator, played in Platteville, coached in Platteville, talked to Mike Schmidt. They all said the same thing. This is a huge game. Why? Simply because preseason they picked Oshkosh, Whitewater, Platteville, and then La Crosse down in the 3rd or 4th tier. 4th position. Okay, and this is a big game because they split since Mike Schmidt has been the head coach. They're 1-1. So if they win today, they're 2-1, and I think it makes a statement that UWL should be in that top tier. When Mike Schmidt took over, Rick, one of his goals was to move UWL from the bottom tier up to the top tier. You have Whitewater, you have Oshkosh, UWL. And so this is a huge game, not only because of that, but because of the connection of those two coaches to UW Platteville.
Well, and certainly if the Eagles can win out the rest of the season, they should fall into third place, which is beating what was predicted.
Exactly. And so don't minimize. A lot of coaches say, well, Terry, every game's a big game, No, that's not necessarily true. I think this is the biggest game of the season, in my view, for the Eagles.
Wow, okay, all right. Well, they didn't have a real good week last week. Shramsky was not maybe having his best day against Oshkosh. Could that have been a lot of that because of the weather and the wind? It just seemed like his passes weren't very accurate.
They were not accurate at all. He would be the last guy to accept the fact that the conditions were part of it. He just did not rise to the occasion. I would never say anything negative about Ben Shramsky because I've gotten to know him. I think he's a class act. He's a leader. He's a senior with humility and great leadership ability. But frankly, I even told him, I said, you did not have one of your better games. And he said, I absolutely know that. And I need to show my true colors here against Platteville in this homecoming game.
Well, he had a couple of great receptions. Cole Speaker with a couple of great catches, one for a touchdown, and Amos in the end zone also with a great catch. So there were a couple of real high points there, but as you said, it wasn't one of his best games.
One of the low points besides Ben Shramsky was the fact that they had no running game at all.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
And then they had to go to the air, and of course that when you're one-dimensional, you are in trouble.
Yeah, that team usually is running in the 400s in terms of yards of offense throughout the the passing and rushing in a single game. But last week, I think it was under 300, wasn't it?
Well,
right
it was
around
56
300.
Yards rushing,
Ooh,
Rick.
ouch.
228 yards in the air. Not a recipe for success. 5 of 18 in third down conversions. Certainly not what the Eagles expect.
Well, what do you say? Should we take a look at the keys to the game
before
here?
Before we start, I think one of the dimensions in this game, too, one of the things to consider is the fact that, as you said in the opening statement, the Pioneers coming from just an incredibly they got beat up physically and mentally against Eau Claire, and multiple turnovers, bad weather, you name it. Just they didn't show up, period.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to look at this game from the standpoint of the Pioneers on the opposite sideline. Wounded animals are dangerous, as you know. Sometimes wounded animals come back and they're ferocious. Their pride has been damaged. They come back and maybe have their best game of the season. The other side of that coin, sometimes wounded animals get wounded again early. Maybe they get behind, and then they say, oh, here we go again. Look in the rearview mirror. Look what happened to us last week. I think that could be a factor in this game.
All right.
Ready, keys to the game?
All right. Well, now wait a minute. Let's do that. Let's do this. We'll do a keys to the game. Are brought to you by Honda Motorworks. Remember, Honda has your keys to a new Accord or Civic. Honda Motorworks at 4th and Cass, La Crosse. Tell us, keys to the game.
The defense. UWL defense, Matt Janish, and I talked to him this week extensively. There's a lot of different looks he's going to put in, and of course with backup quarterback Brett Geis, I think the Eagles need to make him feel uncomfortable, maybe make him go one-dimensional, and I think they can do that by communicating up front with their line play and against different looks. And after the national anthem, can I share a couple other keys?
All right, we'll do that. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this.
At HondaMotorworks.com, you'll find over 100 vehicles that get up to 30 miles per gallon, over 60 vehicles that get up to 40 miles per gallon, and over 25 vehicles that get up to 50 miles per gallon. Test drive them all in downtown La Crosse. At HondaMotorworks.com, you'll find over 100...
Mix 96, today's best music mix. Good morning. Van McNeil, More Music Morning Show is on the air.
Hey now, baby. Hello, Ryan Seacrest here, Mix 96.
Are you ready for it?
Hey, it's Reed Magnum with Mix 96. Taylor Swift, here we go.
Are you ready for it?
This is Pop Crush Nights. I am Lisa Page. The moment that I've been talking about all week, I'm sure you're so over me mentioning the Chainsmokers, but hi, Alex and Drew are on the line right now.
Mix 96.1.
everybody.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. We're just about ready for kickoff in just a little bit here. As you can see, the band is kind of in the Halloween spirit down there. They're all in different costumes and stuff, something a little bit different this week. So continue. Keys to the game.
Well, I said one of the keys is for UWL's Eagle defense to make Ben Geis uncomfortable. And then on the flip side, I think one of the keys is to make Ben Shramsky comfortable, meaning great line play against the defense that shows multiple looks, meaning sometimes they're in a three-man front, sometimes they bring a couple linebackers up, they try to confuse, misdirect, and all those kinds of different things with the offensive line. Now, the offensive line has played well at times, not so well at others. They're going to see a different look. I know the Andrew McGlenn, the line coach, has worked extensively on what to do against different looks. That will be a key. And Ben Shramsky did not have a good game. We talked about that. Hey, I think he'll emerge and have a good game, and that is key. And finally, I think big plays. Now, everybody says big plays. Okay, well, what do you mean by that? One of the top returners, in the nation is Jake Simicek. And I think if he can break one, which he almost did last week, Rick, you and I talked about him, I think that certainly will be a key. And then finally, I think UWL needs to refine their doggone running game so that it makes UWL not one-dimensional, and it helps Shramsky, Speaker, and Labalarte and the rest of the receivers for the Eagles.
All right, well, there we have it. Keys to the game. Walking out to center field right now are the captains, where they will flip a coin, and we'll find out who's going to receive it or not. Shramsky is out there, and I think that's Kissling with him, isn't it?
It is. And referee is Heath Powell from Greenfield, and his crew, mostly from the northern Wisconsin. I know the field judge, Tom Beck, from Anago, but they're from the northern part, along with Heath from the Milwaukee area. So we have not seen this crew before. Last week we had a pretty good crew, and there was one game earlier that not so good. So let's hope these guys have a good game here this afternoon.
Platteville wins the toss. They elect to defer, and it looks like the Eagles will start off with the ball first.
So many teams do that now. That was not the case in the past, but certainly in overtime, if you win, you defer.
Yeah.
But anyway, I see Elwood Haribo, my friend, who calls up the down distance tackles in his 80s now, been a staple of on the UWL sidelines. You probably know Elwood Haribo, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I do or not.
In the red jacket down below. Former official, friend of mine. So lots of fans, lots of community members here. The press box is full, the suites upstairs, and let's hope the true colors of the Eagles come through here, huh?
Let's hope. We shall find out momentarily here.
Kicking off for the Pioneers, number 87, Samuel Hickert. The Eagles, Jake Simicek.
Simcek is back deep for the Eagles, as per usual. Back about the 3 or 4 yard line. There's the kick. Simcek will take it at about the 12, out to the 20. Now the 25, the 30, 35. He's broken through, and he'll run out of bounds just before the 50-yard line. Boy, he is one of the best weapons UWL has, isn't he?
He's one. That's why he has. He is on top of the Division III football division, I should say, for his return. And right away we got a penalty on a hold. I was gonna say a great block by Joey Stutzman on the outside, and that effort will not count.
Oh, too bad.
We got hometown hero people next to us.
Well,
here
we
in the
do.
back.
That's Patty right there waving at me.
Patty Locken, yeah, Jeff Locken, and part of that hometown hero group of leaders.
Yeah, and Shramsky will throw that. Oh, he tries to hit Amos, but boy, he really overthrew him that time.
He did.
Way over.
Good protection that time by number 10, Tyler Reinhardt, a defensive back that has a lot of experience. Just get him on an island right away. Second down.
Shramsky's going deep now. He's got Speaker downfield, and couldn't pull it in.
Underthrown though, Rick.
It kind of was. Well, let's see. That would have been Josh Wiseman was back there as the defender, and a great job defending that.
Just one-on-one coverage on the outside, a go pattern, and help over the top. A little change in personnel on 3rd down and long for the Pioneers.
All right, Shramsky out of the gun. He's got receivers all over the place. He's going deep again. Simonchek wide open in the middle. The 30, the 35. He's headed into the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Two passes didn't go anywhere. All of a sudden, Stutzman appears, and check that. Simonchek appears right down the middle on a post pattern, and nobody even close to him.
Nobody close. Wow, he was wide open into the end zone, walks into the end zone practically for a touchdown, and the Eagles draw first blood.
Ryan Byrne from West Salem, 22 for 24, and PAT's coming into
I was just going to ask you what his record was. I know you have that memorized.
I do.
22 for 24. Let's see if he can make it 23 for 25, and he does.
Mr. Automatic, except 2 times. Bad snap, he said. Otherwise, I'd be perfect.
Well, there you are. Within not even 30 seconds of the game starting, the Eagles are on the board with 7-0 over Platteville. Very nice. 51 degrees with a little wind out of the south here at kickoff time. And it's good to see the Eagles jump to a quick lead.
Making a statement right away. One of the things we talked about was making a statement with the running game. And I guess they didn't need to do that because right away 70-yard pass to Simonchek.
No kidding.
27 seconds it took off the clock.
So here we go. Eagles will kick off now to Platteville. And see back deep for the Pioneers. Trying to catch a number back there. Is that Avery? Was that 84? Let's see if we can catch that. Well, we'll find out. That's Kevon
Johnson and Bo
Johnson.
Kevon Johnson is their featured returner.
And he's got the one that got the ball at about the 8-yard line. 20, out to the 25. He's hit at the 25 and taken down.
Geez, I count 5 Eagles in on that tackle. Let's talk about sharing the wealth.
Yeah.
Kevon Johnson, a speedster in the open field. And on the bottom of that pile, number 25, Kyle Cable, the 5'7" junior. We know that name, of course.
Of course we do.
First down at 25.
A lot of Cables in football, huh?
Football, basketball, baseball.
Brett Geis at the quarterback position will start out of the gun with 2 receivers to the left side, and a single back.
Brett Geis, an unknown. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, junior. And a quick handoff to Sean Studer.
Jeez, and right away, A.J. Villarreal up there, 34 tackles, 24 of them solo. He is certainly one of the featured defensive backs. Early in the season, the defensive backs were a question mark, Rick, and I think now Neiman back and A.J. Villarreal and Brower and Schober, they've done well.
Once again, out of the gun. This time he goes to the air. He's got a man, and he'll pick up about 3 yards on the play. Stop. Well, did he? He
dropped it.
He dropped it. I take that back.
It was catchable, too, but Max Brower right there with 2 interceptions and 28 tackles from Woodlands, Texas, jarred the ball loose. Zilmer, Gerlich, Abich, Flathers in front. But Bolda will play a lot. McGeehan, Rusty Murphy, Jake Gerzik. Linebackers.
Yeah, Rusty is out there, isn't he?
Yeah,
he said that was a game-time decision, but he's out there. 3rd down and 8. Pioneers. Geis rolls out. There's the throw. Oh, he overthrows, intended for Connor Federle.
Yeah, you
but
know,
overthrown.
He was open too. We're going to see a lot of Dorschner and Baudry and Graff and Schumann in the nickel package. We'll see Cable a little bit. Talk to Matt Janisch, as I said, Rick, and he said we have lots of different people we're going to play today in position changes. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on that.
So here we go. First punt for Pioneers. Oh, and it's blocked. It's blocked. They came in fast. Picked up by Speaker into the end zone for a touchdown.
They had one block last week, too. Now, that's the second return for a touchdown that Speaker has had. Third of the season. That's
wow.
That's got to be a record, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And quickly, it's 13-0 La Crosse.
And the Pioneer fans are stunned.
Well, it just took him a long time to develop that punt, and it seemed like he was really close to his blockers, too.
Well, we know there was vulnerability there in talking to the coaches this week.
I think they had a blocked punt last week against Eau Claire.
They did.
That resulted in a touchdown.
Well, they had lots of turnovers last week.
Yeah, I think 7 turnovers, something like that. Anyway, Ryan Byrne just got another extra point, so what is he now?
He's 24 for 26.
All right, there you go.
You questioning my math or what?
I'm just making sure you're keeping track, that's all. That's making sure. Well, now we're a minute and a half in to the game, and it's already 14-0 Eagles. They're making Platteville look pretty bad so far. This could quickly turn into a rout, Terry.
Yeah, it could, but wait a minute now. Give the Pioneers a chance to get in the game. They haven't they've only had one possession on offense.
That's true, and they went 3 and out, or actually 3 and giveaway.
Well, Mike Schmidt said in the paper yesterday, actually, or today, that they had an incredibly good week of practice coming back from a loss to Oshkosh. Said their attitude didn't reflect that loss. They were just full of enthusiasm and excitement. So I'm not surprised at that. It's early in this game. It's shown, hasn't it?
It is, absolutely. 13:35 left in the first quarter here. And Ryan Byrne will kick off. Johnson back deep once again for Platteville. Kevon Johnson.
Kevon and Bo are set to return this.
Nice kick by Byrne. Taken at the 6 by Johnson. Out to the 20, 25 to the 30. Now to the 40, and we've got a flag.
We knew he was dangerous.
We've got 2 flags.
And it shows. Looks like an illegal block by the Pioneers from where the flag is laying. Came from all the way on the other side of the field.
Well, there's one on both sides of the field, yeah. Yeah, it looks like a hold, I think. Or
on the return team.
Yeah. So they'll mark it back from the spot of the foul. And Platteville will start on their own 27, 28-yard line.
Otto, Dortree, Broadhurst, Westmeyer, and Glassy, part of that offensive line.
Geis out of the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. He'll go to his back. And he'll pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. That time it was Bo Babick. The
first run of the afternoon, tackled by number 40 coming up from that linebacker spot, Sanchez.
So 2nd down and 8 now. 2 backs this time. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And again, to go to the back, but look at the Eagles come streaming through there.
Oh my gosh!
What a great tackle on the part of Dylan.
I think it was
Zach Zilmer.
I think it was, yeah. I think it was actually Elijah McGeehan on that tackle.
Wasn't it 44?
Came from an outside linebacker spot. McGeehan, 58 tackles, 1 interception. Now playing.
No, I think it was number 44. It looked like Zilmer.
It was 40.
Was it really? Okay, my fault. 3rd down and 13. There's Geis. He's got a scramble. He's going to run with it. No receivers open, and he's getting taken down at about the 39-yard line.
Flushed out of the pocket and had no option but to run the ball. Tackled by Rusty Murphy. Again, we talked about him being game-time decision. He looks fresh. He looks like he's nearly 100%. Good speed to the outside.
Yeah.
Solo tackle.
1st and 10 for the Pioneers. That's their first down of the day.
46 tackles for that sophomore out of Cudahy.
Snap to Geis, and he'll hand it off quickly. And a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Tried to find a seam up the middle, but not much running room.
Bo Babick again, the ball carrier.
Tackle by Flathers, the defensive lineman. Again, we talked about a lot of defensive linemen we'll see here this afternoon. Flathers from Lewiston. We'll see Dorschner, Baudry, Graf, Schumann, Zilmer, Gerlich, Abitz. They'll all get good playing time.
2nd down. Geis now looking to pass. He's got a man. Did he catch it or trap it? No, they're going to say he caught it. I think it's a catch.
Yeah, he caught it short of the 1st down. Punt unit reports in. Brower right there on the tackle.
Pass complete to Tim Johnson.
Tim Jensen is the receiver on that. 3rd down and short. 3rd and 3. Trips to the right this time. Single receiver to the left. And Babick in the backfield. Geis working out of the gun. Pioneers would like to continue this drive. Let's see if they can complete a pass, and they do. They complete that pass to Donald Allender.
Just a quick look in past Villarreal on the tackle. First down for the Pioneers.
Allender, wide receiver, is sophomore, I believe.
Brings up a 1st down.
6'7", 224. That's the kind of target you want downfield.
He's their featured receiver.
1st and 10. Geis again goes to Babick this time. Babick gets stopped by the Eagle front line. Maybe gains a yard on the play.
Now you can say the tackle by Zilmer. He was on that one.
There you go.
Zilmer from Black River Falls.
2nd down and 9 for the Pioneers. 9:44 left, 1st quarter.
Fake the stunt that time.
Again, the Eagles come charging through. Zilmer almost had him, but Geis gets away. And he'll pick up about 8 yards on that play as he goes out of bounds.
Zilmer upset with himself, had him for a huge loss too, and
didn't
wrap up, didn't finish.
Just slipped away from him. So, we got a flag though down there, Terry. We're waiting to see what exactly it is.
Face mask. Face mask penalty on Josiah Gerlich from Owen Withy.
Must have been inadvertent, 5-yard penalty. And it'll be 2nd down and about 4. So they'll line them up pretty much the same, spread the offense a little bit, single back. Here's Geis out of the gun. Goes to Babick. Babick again. He's just really not getting much yardage there.
Really can't get into the 2nd level at all. The Eagle defense is right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there was any gain on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Not at all. Tackled that time by McGee and again along with Gerlich.
14-0 our score here. The Eagles in the lead. 3rd down and 4 for the Pioneers. Trips to the right this time. There's Babick again. Nope, he's going to keep it. Geis fakes the handoff and keeps it.
Yeah, read option and tried to fool the defense and find a seam to run, but didn't fool number 40 again, McGeehan.
Picks up a couple, but he ends up short of the 1st down. So it's 4th down and about a yard. Let's see if they're going to go for it. Looks like they will. Geis lines up out of the gun. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Here's Babick in the backfield. There's the snap. They go to Babick, and I think he gets it.
He did. Forward progress. Got him the first down.
Looks like it. So the Pioneers will keep the drive alive. It'll be 1st and 10.
Gerzik on the tackle, but not until the Pioneers get a first down. Dan Graff reports into that defensive line.
All right, 1st and 10, Pioneers, 7:30 left in the first quarter. Geis takes the snap, looking to pass this time, down over the middle. He's got a man. Oh, that kind of bounced in and out of his hands, Tim Jansen, but he was able to hang on to it, and a completed pass.
Yeah, he was able to, he bobbled it, but good concentration.
But he hangs on to it and gets the first down, too.
Noah Schober with his first tackle of the afternoon.
Yeah. He was right there, too. First and 10 now. Ball on the 18-yard line of the Eagles. Geis looking over to the sidelines, gets the play. Split backs this time.
Little confusion on there. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, they do. All right, if they're going to take a timeout, we will too. Our score 14-0 right now as we have 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter, and we'll take a break and be back right after this on KQEG TV.
Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow-roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a La Crosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours?
Join the party. The all-new Ridgeline. From dirt roads to downtown, the available truck bed audio will set you apart.
You'll love more miles per dollar. Honda Motor Works.
Right now. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson as the Pioneers take it 1st and 10, and they'll pick up about 3 yards on that run.
Tough
Babick,
running,
the ball carrier.
Tough running right into the heart of that Eagle defense. Again, pretty tough at gap integrity. Certainly talked about all week. McGeehan again on a tackle. Sticks his nose in there and holds his ground. McGeehan from St. Paul Tartan.
6 minutes, 15 seconds left, first quarter. 2nd down and 7 for the Pioneers. Handoff to Babick again. This time he's going to pick up about 3 yards, another 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Babick with a good block, 6'5", 365-pound junior, Roy Glassy from Killdeer, Illinois.
3rd down.
Short yardage situation with some personnel changes.
Yeah.
Zach Abbott's back in.
3rd down and 3, big 3rd down, and they're going to put 4 receivers out to the right side, single receiver to the left. Giese with a quick pass into the flat. They'll get the 1st down, and it looks like they'll get the touchdown.
He's kind of an easy play. It's way too easy.
Way too easy, huh?
Sean Studer with a great block on the outside. My gosh, he's one guy that helped spring that from Manhattan, Illinois.
All right, we'll see if they can put the extra point up there too.
Mike Prattle with the extra point attempt for Platteville.
Is it good? And it is.
Mike Spraddle, Jr., number 2, puts that PAT on the board.
So there you go. It's 14-7 now as the Pioneers put one up there. Took them a lot longer to get that score than it did the Eagles.
Well, but they mixed up their run and pass well, and on that third down play, they scored. Third down and short, they went right. Thank you. They went to the air, and look what happens.
14 plays, 72 yards, 8 minutes and 5 seconds to an 11-yard pass to Johnson.
Impressive to see the Pioneers answer after 2 stunning touchdowns.
Yeah. So they'll kick off to the Eagles once again. Simonchek will be down at about the 9-yard line, 10-yard line, something like that.
Samuel Herkick will kick off.
Samuel Herkick will be their kicker. Kicks it away. Simonchek will take it at about the 13, 15, out to the 20, to the 25, the 30. What an exciting runner this young man is. I'll tell you, the 40 still on his feet and out to the 47, 48-yard line. He is one exciting young man to watch carry that ball.
And when the meeting occurs at the end of the season and you look at Special Teams Player of the Year in WIAC, his name will be right on top.
No kidding. Outstanding play.
Let's talk about size. He does not have any of the ingredients to be a durable runner, but he just evades tacklers, and my gosh, he's impressive.
First down for the Eagles now, their own 47-yard line. Sharamsky hands it to McCuskey. McCuskey right through the line, first down, and then some. Pickup of 12 on that play.
Jeez, he ran through the tackle of Eric Seidenberg and got some extra yards. Mankuski, 362 yards on the year from Lena, Illinois. Impressive run by Austin Mankuski.
First and 10 for the Eagles now. Into Pioneer territory, ball on the 40. Sharamsky again goes to Mankuski, this time only a couple of yards.
Good tackle by the Pioneers, number 6 that time. Donovan Nathaniel wrapped him up.
Second down.
Donovan Nathaniel making a tackle, second down.
2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. That's Speaker up to the right side. Fakes the handoff. There's the throw. And he connects with Trent Smith, I believe.
Trent Smith, the H-back, used as a blocker and a secondary receiver. Trent Smith has brought a new dimension to this Eagle offense. I like what he does, particularly how he blocks.
Third down. He strips the backfield now. We've got 5 receivers out there, 3 by 2. There goes Mankuski in motion. They fake to Mankuski, and Sharamsky's going to carry the ball. And he'll pick up a few yards, bring up, was it 4th down?
The designed run, too. Fake the jet sweep. Eric Seidenberg on the tackle.
4th and 2, and the Eagles will go for it. Definitely 4th down territory, no question about that. Sharamsky now with Mankuski in the backfield. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, Speaker to the left. Sharamsky looks downfield. He's going for Speaker. He's got him, and it is a touchdown.
Forget about trying to get the first down, huh?
Yeah.
Just go for the home run.
Let's go for all of it. You bet.
Just look at his favorite receiver. Forget about Nick Olcomb. Gosh, he was great, but now we have Cole Speaker.
Wow.
And not a real fancy route, just a goal route, but he beat the defender, and
that he did.
I just continue to be so impressed with Cole Speaker.
All right, so another touchdown, and it's now 20 to 7.
He's got about 9 touchdowns this year, and
up and through the uprights, it is.
The good thing about Cole Speaker too is he is a junior.
21. On a nice run catch by Cole Speaker. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
You think, would you call him Mr. Dependable?
You could.
I think you would.
Eagle fans, have you checked out the hottest new apparel and gifts from the University Bookstore? Brands like Under Armour.
I hear our friend Art Fahey talking about all the apparel in the bookstore. Have you ever been to the new bookstore in the new?
Oh yeah,
New Union?
yes, yeah, I have.
Yeah, lots of nice things.
I have a couple of golf shirts that say UWL on it. You know.
Somebody gave you those. What do you mean?
Well, I do have them. You know. 3:08 left, first quarter here.
I actually buy my apparel sometimes.
Oh well, okay.
Bird will kick off.
3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Eagles will kick off here. Ryan Byrne will kick. And that looks like it'll go to Johnson again at about the, he drops it, bounces off him at the 3, picks it back up, gets out to the 15 where he's taken down.
Jeez, talk about a great open field tackle. Oh my gosh. Number 15, Ryan Byrne on the tackle, I believe.
No,
too.
that was Ryan Gengler.
Was it?
Number
okay,
52.
All
52.
Right. Well, Byrne was right there, too. Well,
5 plays, 53 yards, 2 minutes. Shramsky with a 32-yard pass to Speaker for a touchdown. Nice.
Speaker again with single coverage on the outside.
1st and 10 now for the Pioneers.
That's a mistake with single coverage on that guy.
There's the snap to Geis, and he's going deep. And we got a flag down there. They're going to call pass interference on that one. I think that.
I think they're going to call holding, actually.
Really?
I think I know a Schober.
It looked like Schober ran into him. I'm not sure if it was holding or just pass interference, but we're going to find out. You might be right. Yeah. Pass interference.
Not Schober. Pass
Who'd they call
interference
it?
on.
Did he say 20?
20, but I think he meant 26.
I think he did too. Yeah,
There
he
you
just
go.
changed it to 26. He must have heard you, huh?
He did.
Yeah. So it ends up to be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers on that penalty, and that moves the ball to about their own 30-yard line. Geis now working out of the guns. Got 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Hands it off to Bobick. Bobick will go into the line and pick up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Tackle by number 95 that time. We talked about lots of different personnel groupings in the Eagle defense. Dan Graff making that tackle.
2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7 for the Pioneers. Geis takes the snap. He's looking to pass. And almost picked off. That was close.
Oh, there was a pick 6 right there.
Jacob Gerzik was right there. Almost picked that one up. Bounced right out of his hands, I think, but that was could have been a pick 6. You're right.
Was it ever? Gerzik timed it perfectly. It just went through his hands from Black River Falls.
Platteville, 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Fans getting a little excited on 3rd down. See if they can force a punt.
Interesting formation now. They're going to line 4 guys up to the left side.
I saw that on tape, too. I know they do some of that.
And they leave that man. But Geis is going to run with it himself, and he'll pick up the 1st down.
He got it. It's pretty common now to spread the offense like that and then create some seams for your running backs.
Murphy was slow getting up on that one, but he got up. He's going to walk off. Now we do have an injured player.
Well, he was injured. We talked about that. Joey Bolda ready to go from Sussex Hamilton, number 59. Hopefully Murphy not.
Okay, no, Murphy got up and walked off. That looks like, is that McGeehan? I'm trying to check that number there. Can you catch it? Looks like 40.
It is 40.
Yeah. Boy, they don't need Elijah McGeehan off. He's holding his wrist. All right, 1st and 10 once again for the Pioneers now. That same formation. This time they'll throw it out in the flat. And he's got himself a bunch of blockers. He'll pick up about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, just a staggered 4-by-0 set with a bubble screen.
Kevon Johnson. The the ball carrier.
2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3 now for the Pioneers. 21-7 our score. Eagles in the lead. First quarter winding down, minute and a half left. Geis hands it off to Bobick. He will. It looks like he'll get the first down.
Yeah.
See where they spot the ball.
He ran through Elijah McGeehan's tackle to
Yep.
get the first down.
And it is first down. So they're into Eagle territory, 49-yard line now. The minute 13 left in the first quarter. Split backs this time. Send a man in motion. They hand it to Bobick, though. He hits the line and keeps on his feet. He just keeps churning away. He'll pick up about 5 yards on that one.
Jeez, he ran through 2 tackles.
Yeah.
He ran through Elijah McGeehan's and he ran through Zach Abbott's tackle. Kept his legs going and wouldn't be denied, would he?
No, he wouldn't. Second down and 5.
Zach Beaudry reports in for Zilmer.
The snap. And Geis is going to carry it himself, but he's not going to get anywhere. Gain of maybe a yard, half a yard.
Fake that pass to the boundary side and wanted to get some yards. Gerlich there to make the tackle.
That's a Platteville 3rd down.
3rd down and 4 for the Platteville Pioneers. See if the Eagles can hold him here. Oh, we're going to have a timeout. Oh, no, the clock ran out, I should say. That's the end of the first quarter, folks. So, at the end of the first quarter, our score 21-7. The Eagles are in the lead. We will take a break, and we'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
When you buy a used car, you want to make certain you're not buying someone else's troubles.
Hi, this is Travis with Tri-State Auto Center in La Crosse.
We do our best to provide all the information you need, including what the vehicle is worth, so you can make an informed decision on the purchase of your next quality pre-owned vehicle.
We inspect, certify, and warranty our cars.
Come see our affordable selection. If you're looking for something special, let me find it for you. Tri-State Auto Center, Highway 1461 on the Pike in La Crescent.
A step above the rest.
When you buy...
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Second quarter about to get underway. Our score 21-7. Eagles are in the lead. And the Pioneers are looking at 3rd and 4.
Thank you.
As we start the next quarter. Geis looking for a pass. He's got one. And it looks like they'll pick up the first down.
Good route, created a little space. And
yep, a little short pass to Connor Federley.
Knew where the first down marker was.
And it's 1st and 10.
Good balance for the Eagles as I look at their first down. Actually, no, 105 yards passing, only 18 yards running.
Nice. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll gain about 3 on the play.
You can see part of the game plan is to have him run the ball.
Time of possession is interesting. The Eagles have had it 2 minutes and 42 seconds and scored 21 points. The Pioneers have had it for over 12 minutes and scored 7.
The result of that, the big plays have been the key for the Eagles.
The big punt block for a touchdown. Here's Geis out of the gun. Here come the Eagles. And he's got a man. Nicely done. He picks up that blitz and throws it to Tim Jansen, and Jansen will get the first down and then a couple more yards.
Too soft defense. You can't give him that much space.
Yeah.
Late to arrive is Gerzik.
Second quarter underway here. Pioneers with the ball. 1st and 10. Now on the Eagle 24-yard line. Here's Geis out of the gun, single back. He's going to go to his back. And that's Studer this time, the ball carrier, Sean Studer, and he doesn't get anywhere.
Jeez, he does.
Loss of a yard.
Great defense. 3 Eagles right there, and one of them was Baudry, Zach Baudry. Zilmer there too, and Eagles make some changes when they go in that nickel package.
2nd down and 11 for the Pioneers. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He's got a single back out there. Here's Geis with the snap. He's looking for a receiver. He's got one quickly, and he's immediately tackled. That's Tim Jansen.
Jansen with a good route, just a hitch route, came back to catch the football.
The Jansen tackle on the play by Max Brower.
It'll be 3rd down and 5. Brower was right there.
Yeah, he was from Woodlands, Texas, St. Thomas High School, sophomore.
Pioneers, 3rd down.
Big 3rd down for the Pioneers, but they're in 4-down territory, so I would suspect they would. And again, they go out into the flat like that where they've got a couple of blockers, that little bubble screen thing.
Yeah. Jeez, and they're having success on that play, too.
Johnson, the ball carrier, and he'll get a 1st down.
Studer with a good block, number 25.
McGeehan with the tackle.
Studer from Manhattan, Illinois, used as a blocker a couple times on those bubble screens.
1st and 10. Trips to the left side. Single receiver to the right. Bobick in the backfield with Geis. Geis into the corner. And it's caught.
Yeah, it was.
Did he drop it? Nope, they got it.
He got it.
Touchdown.
In the corner of the end zone. And Neiman did not think so. Number 13, Colton Neiman, just no help over the top.
Touchdown, Platteville.
Touchdown, Platteville. Fell into that corner there.
Right on a back shoulder fade.
Complete to Allender.
Allender using a 6'7" frame from Youngstown, New York. His 3rd TD of the season. Big frame guy. And used his height over Neiman to get a touchdown.
Prattle will try for the extra point. He's 1 out of 4, I believe. Let's see if he can put this one through. I think that's maybe on field goals. He's 1 of 4.
Prattle, the senior from New Lenox, Illinois.
Puts it up there, and it looks good, and it is.
The extra point is good. Eagles 21.
So now it's 21-14. The Pioneers are staying in this one, Terry.
2 impressive drives, too. The Eagle defense kind of letting down a little bit. Part of this homecoming celebration is a football reunion. Some of the key players from the 1995 all WIAC team in attendance. Mike Maslowski, Craig Deason, Jason Drukowski, thank you. We've got a couple of sheets here to share with our viewers.
Yeah, well, there's a number of games going on in the WIAC right now. Whitewater is taking on Stout in the second quarter. It's 7-0. Oshkosh and Stevens Point, it's 7-6 in the second quarter there. And Eau Claire and River Falls, no score at the beginning of the second quarter there. So we'll try to keep an eye on those for you, folks. That was a 14 plays. Took them 6 minutes and 27 seconds. And Geis with a 13-yard pass to Allender for the touchdown. There's the kick. Simonchek back to the 1-yard line. Out the 5, the 10, the 15. Stays on his feet out to the 20 where he goes out of bounds. It's interesting as he stops and looks like he's going to change his direction. He's looking for blockers, I think, at that point.
He is, and you know, we talk about him being such a key special teams player, but he has a lot of players that help him get open, too.
Yeah.
That time a good block by Max Brower. Not the best field position here in the second quarter. See what the Eagles can do. Up 21-14.
About a 15-yard run back actually about 19-yard run back for Simonchek. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Out of the gun. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield. He's got, it's intercepted.
Underthrown.
Picked off. It was underthrown and picked off by Tyler Reinhardt. It looked like it was almost thrown to him.
It was. Got a receiver open, too.
So the Eagle defense is back on the field.
Yeah, the first mistake of the afternoon for Shramsky.
Oh, boy.
His 7th interception of the season.
It was a beautiful pass, too. Just too short. It looked like if he'd hit an open man there, if he could have hit him, it would have been another 6. So, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. They're in Eagle territory on the 48-yard line.
I think that was intended for La Bellarte, too.
Geis. Flip back here. He's going for a pass down the middle. And he's got his man, and it's caught.
Little trickery, a little throwback pass.
Yeah, the defender down there was Max Brower, but he was unable to keep the pass from turning out to be complete.
Yeah, Villarreal, too, right there, and we're unable to prevent the big play.
So, on the 11-yard line now, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Down at the 11.
Here's Geis out of the gun again. This time he will hand it off. Bobick, the ball carrier.
Just some sloppy tackling here all of a sudden. That time ran through the tackle of McKeon.
Sean Studer, the ball carrier that time.
Studer, Mr. Reliable, having 6 touchdowns coming into this game from Manhattan, Illinois.
2nd down and 8. Trips to the right, single back. Geis looking for a receiver. He's got an open field to the left, and he'll just run it in, and it looks like a touchdown, and it is.
He took the safety with his eyes to the wide side, and he came back and looked to the boundary side, saw a seam, easy touchdown.
And all of a sudden, we could have a tie game here if they can put that extra point up there. Wow, we went from a comfortable lead to a tie ball game. Let's see if they can hit the extra point. Michael Prattle, the kicker. It's up. Looks good from here, and it is.
It's good.
So here we are, folks. We're tied up at 21 apiece.
Yeah, well, Simonchek will get another shot here.
He will.
See if he can get good field position, and the Eagles have the kind of a character possession here now to see if they can get something going with their offense.
3 plays, 48 yards, minute and 17 seconds. Quick touchdown for the Pioneers.
Geis has done a good job emerging as the quarterback with Schutz being out with an injury.
10 minutes left in the second quarter here. Some Wall of Fame inductees coming up at halftime today.
Early in the second quarter, all 3 of these in the WIAC. Whitewater leads Stout 7-0. Oshkosh is ahead of Stevens Point 7-6. And Eau Claire River Falls, no score.
Simonchek back at about the 2-yard line. And that is Herkert, the kicker for the Pioneers. Simonchek into the end zone, takes it out of the end zone to the 5, to the 10, the 15, out to the 20, the 25, and he'd be tackled at about the 27, 28-yard line.
Tried to get to the sideline, but right there to Cleveland Red making the tackle, a linebacker, 6'3", 205-pound senior. Well, let's see if Shramsky can redeem himself here on this possession.
1st and 10.
They go first down at the 27.
Dual backs this time. There's the handoff. Jalen Clark, the ball carrier. And he's going to get it out about 6 yards, 5 yards on the play.
We've had Jalen Clark on our show, on the Mike Schmidt show. Jalen Clark, the sophomore from Stoughton.
Hurry up offense.
The junior, I should say.
Back to Clark again. This time a gain of maybe 3 on the play.
Little tempo offense. You know, when the Eagles changed offensive coordinators, they went back to the huddle, and now this is the second game they've gone no huddle.
3rd and 2. Shramsky takes it out of the gun, hands it off to Clark again. This time Clark gets hit pretty quickly, but I think he's got the first down.
Oh, not by much. He's coming up to make a great tackle, Tyler Reinhardt.
I think they give him the first down on that. It sure looks like it to me.
Boy, that was a great from Slinger, Wisconsin.
It
Tyler
is.
Reinhardt, number 10, the junior.
First and 10 for the Eagles now. The ball on their own 36-yard line. 37, it looks like. Shramsky now sends Amos in motion. Fakes to Amos, and he'll hand it off to Mankuski this time, and Mankuski will pick up about 5 yards.
Good block that time by Oliver Vazanoya from Finland.
Mankuski with the carry.
Vazanoya, Richardson, Schultz,
Connor
Connor Perry, and Nathan Carpenter in that offensive line.
It's time the Eagles really establishing that running game, Terry. Amos again in motion, pulls back the other way. Now he goes to the air. And that was another short one, and we're going to get a flag on there. It could be an interference call. Let's see.
Intended for La Bellarte, and I think it was. Mild pressure that time on Shramsky from the outside.
Pass interference. 19 is the defense.
Yep, they're calling pass interference against John Wiseman.
Yeah,
Josh Wiseman.
Josh Wiseman from Dixon, Illinois. A little early contact on La Bellarte.
That would give the Eagles a quick trip first down.
So that'll move them up to into Pioneer territory on the Pioneer 44. It's Amos in motion. They fake to Amos, and they go to Mankuski, and he breaks through the line, and he'll pick up a first down. Nope, just short of the first down. They're going to give him 8 yards.
Schultz, Vazanoya, and Richardson, good blocks on the left side.
2nd and 2.
Another good open field tackle by Reinhardt.
Brody Gatz into the lineup. We saw him run some. Where was that, Terry? Was it 2 games ago?
Yeah,
I think.
Well, he's more featured in the running back personnel changes from Oosberg in the last few games. You're right. He's played well. 3 touchdowns coming into this game.
2nd down. Amos in motion. They go to Gatz, and he'll get the first down.
Tackle again, Donovan Nathaniel from Milwaukee, Rufus King High School.
And that moves the sticks. 1st and 10.
Gatz with the carry. That's an Eagle quick trip first down. On the 33.
Down to the 33-yard line of the Pioneers now. 7:18 left, 2nd quarter. Shramsky now looking to throw. Ooh, again, almost another pick. Boy, that was close. Josh Mackey was in there very quickly for the Pioneers.
That was dangerous.
Intended for, was it intended for Amos or La Bellarte?
Trenton Smith. The
Smith,
H-back.
okay.
Faked the dive and threw to his H-back, but wow, that was dangerous.
All right, well, 2nd down and 10. Trips to the left side. Speakers on the right. That's Gatz in the backfield, and Amos goes in motion. They fake to Amos. They're throwing to Speaker downfield, and right through his hands. That was a catchable one, Terry.
It was. He had some help over the top, but Cole Speaker again on a go route, certainly catchable, and normally he does indeed catch those. Josh Wiseman on the coverage at 5'10", Speaker 6'2".
So third down, same set, trips to the left side, Speaker to the right. Gets in the backfield.
Pioneers faking a stunt. See if they come out of it.
Shramsky's going to have to scramble. He's got a man chasing him, and he'll run it out of bounds, pick up about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, the Pioneers do indeed stunt and force him to scramble.
Going to make it 4th and 8.
Clayton Becker, a linebacker, created the disruption.
Ryan Kellenhofer in the lineup there for the Eagles now.
We've seen him on short yardage, and of course this is 4th and 6.
5 receivers out. Kellenhofer in motion. There's the throw, and again it was short.
Jeez.
Pressure came really fast at Shramsky. That was Jack Dwyer, I believe. No, excuse me. That was
actually
Eric Siedenberg.
Yeah, Eric Siedenberg, a linebacker on the boundary side, just came in untouched.
Yep. Put pressure on Shramsky. He had to dump the ball quickly, and it was a short pass.
An impressive drive, but no points.
Yeah, no points. So, Platteville with a chance to take the lead here. 1st and 10. Dual backs this time, and he'll go to Suter. Sean Studer, the ball carrier, picks up about a yard.
He's the workhorse, no question about it. That time
between him and Babick, that's for sure.
Tackled by number 92, Anthony Schumann.
2nd down and 9. Looking to pass, and it looks like it was caught. Yep, they're going to say it was.
It was. Not a first down, but caught and brought down by number 51, Gerzik.
Tim Jansen, the ball carrier, the receiver.
Eagle defense needs to rise to the occasion here on third down.
3rd and 5. They need to stop.
Pioneers have been impressive on third down this quarter.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, single back. Here's Geis out of the gun, takes the snap, looks downfield. Looking for an open man across the middle. Nope, he's going to one of his favorites there, Tim Jansen.
Boy, and he's got nice protection, doesn't he?
He did.
Eagles not just going with a very conservative, not doing much stunning, giving him plenty of time in the pocket. The result, a first down.
5 minutes left in the first half here. 21-21, we're tied up. Pioneers with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Geis takes the snap, looks to pass. Nowhere to go with it, and he gets sacked.
Well, good the breakdown in protection, but the Eagles needed a big play, and they got it that time by Anthony Schumann.
Schumann comes in, takes him down, 2nd down and 15.
Beat his man on a speed rush from the edge and got a big sack.
Well, this time, again, they're going to set him up 4 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right, and that little, this has been their bubble screen they've used before.
Exactly, quads.
And he's going to run with it himself. And he's got plenty of room. There's the first down. He gets way into the secondary and picks up about 15 yards on the play.
Quads to one
20.
Side. Quads to one side, split to the boundary side, and that's the side he's been going to.
Yeah, and they've used that to fake that before. They set it up like they're going to do that bubble screen, and then he's run with it. He's done that once or twice before.
They are with the same set.
And here we go again. Now this time they'll pass. Sure enough, there it is. The little bubble screen, and lots of room to run. Headed to the end zone, and he gets taken down.
The Eagle defense needs a timeout here.
Yeah.
Good blocking on the edge.
Villarreal stops him.
Not something they haven't seen on tape. I talked to him about that quad formation. And so here we see it again, quads to one side.
Yep. And you got to watch for the quarterback to run with the ball. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Johnson. Johnson will take it towards the end zone. I don't think he gets there. He's maybe a couple yards short.
He didn't get there. Sean Studer again, the principal blocker on that bubble screen.
Thanks to Johnson. 2nd and goal with the 2.
Well, that'll be something they can discuss at halftime, how to deal with that play. It gives them a number of options they use very effectively. Guy's out of the gun now, just a single receiver this time. He'll go to Babick, and Babick will take it. Oh, fumble.
He fumbled it at the 1-yard line. He was about to cross the goal line, and I think the Eagles have it.
Eagles say they have it. Let's see what the referee says they've got. Yes, the Eagles have it. A fumble, and the Eagles pick it up. So the defense comes through and stops them.
I like the way the officials wait, get the head linesman right there on the play. Don't overreact. And what a tremendous stop. A big break.
Absolutely. Big break for the Eagles. 2:47 left in the half here, and a chance for the Eagles now to see if they can move the ball. It's on the 1-yard line.
McGeehan on the fumble recovery too, Rick.
Is it? Okay. So in the shadow of their goalpost, Shramsky.
See if Shramsky throws here on this 1st down.
Clark in the backfield. Go to Clark. Clark will pick up a yard maybe on that play. He gets stopped very quickly.
A hard yard, too.
Yeah.
Wasn't much running room that time. Cleveland Red, a linebacker at 6'3", meets him right in the hole.
By Cleveland Red. 2nd down.
2nd down and 9. Still, Shramsky in the end zone. Takes the snap. Now he's looking to pass. Across the middle to Speaker. And Speaker's going to pick up the 1st down and about 15 yards.
Speaker ran his defender off and ran a hitch pattern. Right, came back to the ball just like he's taught. Ran Cleveland Red off. Spun around. He made himself available. 1st down.
2 minutes left in the half. 1st and 10. Shramsky now with trips to the right. He'll go to Clark again. Clark with a little spin to keep him on his feet, and he'll gain about a yard and a half on that play.
Nice run by Clark.
With a carry.
Ran through the tackle of David Landstrom, number 94, at 6'3".
Making the tackle. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 8. Shramsky single back this time. He's looking over them. There's the pass to Cole Speaker again. Speaker will avoid the defender and pick up about 10 more yards after catch.
He adjusted. That was what was special about him. He drove Josh Wiseman off, came back, adjusted. It wasn't a perfect pass, but nevertheless, huge play. Shramsky to Speaker.
Got almost 15 extra yards after the play. And we got a timeout. I think we need to take a timeout too. We haven't done that yet, so let's take a timeout too, and we'll be back right after this.
A modern family SUV designed to draw attention, the Pilot has more space to go more places.
You'll love more miles per dollar. Honda Motor Works.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. 2nd quarter, 1st half, minute 21 away from halftime. Eagles with the ball, 1st and 10 in Pioneer territory. Shramsky want to keep it. No, he's got nowhere to go with that one.
Yeah, design quarterback draw. Trying to find a seam and ran into that.
He looked at that line and saw there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, ran into number 90, Jackson McMahon.
Shramsky now with trips to the right. Looks downfield. Ooh, boy, he tried to thread that to Amos. That could have been picked off.
A tight window.
No kidding.
Wasn't able to connect.
Cleveland Red was there. He looked like he was going to pick it off. So 3rd down and 11.
Pioneers with their nickel package now on 3rd and 11.
Trips to the right, single to the left. Shramsky under pressure. Going to have to run with it. And he'll pick up half of it, but not enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, let's see what the Eagles do on this 4th down timeout.
47 seconds left.
Yeah, tackle by number 9. Jake checked that. Shane McGrail.
A lot of action this afternoon in the WEAC. Whitewater's playing Stout today. Oshkosh is playing Stevens Point at Point. And Eau Claire is at River Falls. And we'll get you some scores on those shortly here.
Got some exciting Hall of Fame inductees at halftime, representing wrestling, diving, volleyball, soccer, and softball.
We'll get a look at those guys at halftime as they introduce them. Good crowd out here today, huh, Terry?
It is.
Not bad.
A lot of students. Turned out to be a pretty good day.
At least it's not raining. Be nice if we had some sunshine, but I'm okay with this. 4th down and 5 now for the Eagles. Let's see. Are they going to kick? Yes, they are. Oh, now we got a timeout called by the Pioneers. I guess maybe the Pioneers thought that they were going to go for it.
Well, actually, this down and distance is
it's good fake territory.
Perfect for a fake
territory.
And
has Sean Parker ever passed the ball?
I'm sure he has, a lefty, but I'm sure that's why the Titan checked that the Pioneers called a timeout.
Yep.
Just to remind his defensive unit that could very well happen.
Being added to Hitson Forest, the project is in collaboration between UW Athletics, the City of La Crosse Park and Rec Department, and area businesses.
So Mike Schmidt's show every Monday at noon at the Clarion Alumni Friends Center. So hope you can join us this Monday.
They make some great hamburgers, don't they?
They do, as we'll talk about this
Tasty.
game and get a preview of River Falls next week.
Yeah. 4th down. 4th and 5.
They load the right side.
The kick, and it's away. They're going to try and nail that before it gets into the end zone.
And they
and
did.
They do.
On the 1.
Trenton Smith gets around there, picks it up, and they'll be on the 1-yard line.
Good decision, because giving it back with a half a field to the Pioneers.
Not
you know
such a good
You know
move.
what they have done this quarter.
That's right. 38 seconds left now for the Pioneers to go 99 yards. And not that they couldn't do that.
Sean Parker giving us a little golf swing after that punt, saying that's my chip shot.
Ah. Nice kick. Very nice.
Well, the key word now is turnover.
Yeah.
First guy.
How about safety?
Or safety. First guy to make the tackle, second guy get the ball.
Geis comes up under center, and he's going to just keep it. Let's see if he can get himself away from that end zone. Pick up maybe a yard on that play.
Quarterback Geis with a carry.
Eagles using their last timeout.
So final timeout. In the first half, the Eagles with 211 yards of offense and the Pioneers with 255. both of the teams, most of that's coming on passes. The Pioneers with 175 yards passing and 81 yards rushing, and the Eagles with 157 yards passing and 54 yards rushing.
Well, the Pioneers have owned this quarter.
They really have.
So interesting to see those halftime stats. And I'm sure they'll be reflective of 14 unanswered points by the Pioneers.
Eagles with a couple of big plays that put scores on the board early. In 90 seconds, it was 14-0. All right, here come the Pioneers now. Be 2nd down and 9, and they're on the 2-yard line.
Eagles out of timeout, so I would think they would just do the same thing. Just
2nd down.
Go behind the center and be conservative, and they do.
They do. And now, probably just let the clock run out.
Absolutely.
Ace with a carry.
And that's exactly what they're going to do as the teams begin to move off the field. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. So at the half, it's all tied up, our score, 21 apiece. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
Honda Vac with a long reach and removable waste bin. The built-in vacuum on the Odyssey makes it easy to clean the entire interior.
You'll love more miles per dollar. Honda Motor Works.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson here, and the Eagles band is on the field, and it looks like they're going to entertain for a little bit. At the half, our score is all tied up. It's 21 apiece. And coming up as part of halftime today, some introduction for you as they introduce a few former athletes into the Wall of Fame here. But first, some entertainment from the Eagles, the Screamin' Eagles Marching Band, all in costume today as a Halloween type thing. Here we go.
the music of Green Day. And there you have them, ladies and gentlemen, the somewhat scary, somewhat odd edition of the Screaming Eagles Marching Band.
Well, there you go. That's the UWL's Screaming Eagles. Take a little break, and we'll be back in just a moment, everybody. Stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening in the Mitchell Hall Gymnasium, 5 former
Every single second of my career, I've been trying to get back to this job and to be here and to be with these guys. I just, when you're around these people, when you're around these players, when you're around the people that are here, it's just such a family atmosphere, such a home atmosphere. The look of the campus has changed, but the feeling never does. Every time I come back here, every time I drive through here, that you feel that connectedness to the people that are here.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson here, along with Terry Erickson. It's halftime. And as you can see, they're introducing the ladies and gentlemen who are being inducted into the Wall of Fame.
Shell placed 6th in 2005 and 3rd in 2006. Named to the WIAC all-time team, Josh won 3 league titles at 174
Josh Shelf is their first inductee. In wrestling from 2005 to 2008. WIAC all-time team, 2nd in career wins at UWL, 4 NCAA 3 All-America honors, 2-time NCAA 3 champion at 174 pounds, 3rd in 2006, 6th in 2005, 3-time WIAC champion at 174 pounds, 2007 and 8 WIAC Wrestler of the Year, 3-time National Wrestling Coaches Association All-Academic Team, and as a bachelor's in 2008, got his master's in 2010 in physical education teaching. And there he is, Josh Shelf.
Our next inductee is
Amanda Medendorp next. She was a diver for the team here, 2005 through 8. WIAC all-time team, she made the team. 3-time WIAC diver of the meet at 2006, 7, and 8 league championships. One of 2 in conference history to earn the honor. Swept the 1 meter and the 3 meter diving competitions each season. Won 6 league titles. Earned 7 NCAA 3 All-America accolades, including a career-best 4th place finish in the 1 meter in 2007. Member of 2 WIAC championship teams in 2005 and 2008. She has a bachelor's in physical education teaching, which she got in 2009. That's Amanda Medendorp, the Wall of Fame for diving.
Amanda Medendorp. Our third inductee is Angela.
The next inductee, Angela Munkel, for volleyball, 97 through 99. In 1999, she was the WIAC Player of the Year. In 1999, she was the American Volleyball Coaches Association All-America First Team. In 97 and 99, the AVCA All-Midwest Region Team. She's a 3-time All-WIAC player, 1997, 98, and 99. She was the first in school history in kills at 1,684. She was 4th in career hitting percentage with a .299, 3rd in career attempts with 4,112. She ranks 8th in WIAC history in kills, and she has a bachelor's in fitness, which she got in 2000 from UWL. Angela Munkel, an inductee into the Wall of Fame here at University of Wisconsin La Crosse.
She earned her bachelor's degree in 2000. Angela Minkle-Miller.
Krista Knockleby for soccer now, from 92 to 95. She made the WIAC all-time team. She's one of 2 players in school history to earn 4 All-WIAC honors. All-WIAC in 92, 93, 94, and 95. She ranks 4th in school history in goals, 26, and points, 63, and 10th in shots with 142. She's a member of the first collegiate soccer team in school history and a 4-year team captain. She earned her associate's degree in physical education in 1996 here at UWL. Kristen Knuckleby for soccer.
Her associate's degree in 1996. Kristen Knuckleby Dunn.
Last but not least, Sally Wenzel for softball from 2000 to 2003. Sally was a four-time All-WEAC selection in 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. She was named the 2003 WEAC Pitcher of the Year, one of three in school history to earn that award. In 2002 and 3, she was the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association. She was on the all-region team. School records for career wins: 49 innings, 527 strikeouts, 432 strikeouts in her career. She's third in career appearances, 87, sixth in saves, 4, and earned run average of 1.65. She is the only player in school history with 2 no-hitters. She earned her bachelor's degree in early childhood, middle childhood education in 2005. Sally Wenzel for softball from 2000 to 2003, another inductee into the Hall of Fame here at UWL. So there you go. Those are this year's inductees into the UWL Wall of Fame. Now they'll be ensconced in the Wall of Fame in the gymnasium. And there's going to be a little, I think, ceremony this evening, isn't there, Terry?
There is at Mitchell Hall, along with the band. We talked about that on the Mike Schmidt Show. There'll be a Hometown Hero celebration and lots of things going on. You ever walked through Mitchell Hall and looked at the plaques on the wall for the past Wall of Fame inductees? Pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. We're going to take a look at some stats in a minute, folks, but first we'll take a quick break and we'll be back right after this.
Every single second of my career, I've been trying to get back to this job and to be here and to be with these guys. I just, when you're around these people, when you're around these players, when you're around the people that are here, it's just such a family atmosphere, such a home atmosphere. The look of the campus has changed, but the feeling never does. Every time I come back here, every time I drive through here, that you feel that connectedness to the people that are here. And I always say I don't know if it can get any better than what it is right now, and everybody seems to prove me wrong.
Get over there!
I don't think that people come to La Crosse without the desire to compete in the classroom. When you think of what college is, between the collegiate atmosphere, the academic competitiveness, and obviously the football tradition, when you think of college, it is La Crosse.
Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. We're about ready to get underway with the second half here. Our score at the half, 21-21. Terry, looking over these halftime stats, it's interesting that, if the Eagles hadn't had a couple of really big plays, they would not be in this game.
Well, actually, that fumble at the 1 foot line was critical. And it was marginal whether he crossed before he fumbled or not. And that was that we'll see that on replay, but that was interesting.
Interesting looking at Geitz's numbers, passing-wise. He's 15 of 18. That's a pretty good completion ratio there for 175 yards.
I know what stands out to me is actually him. Brett Geitz stands out to me because the Pioneers have 257 total yards, of which he is part of 225 of those yards.
Yeah.
50 on the ground with his legs and the rest in the air, 175 in the air.
Yeah.
So, he wasn't in the starting lineup until the injury occurred to Colin Schutz, but he has been impressive. And
very.
And then looking at the speed of Kevon Johnson, who has a touchdown and 61 yards, and Jansen certainly a dependable receiver, and then the size of Donald Allender. I mean, those are two pretty impressive offensive weapons. So, I mean, certainly the defense needs to show up in the second half, and the quads have bothered them. Quads meaning 4 on one side, 1 on the other. They've not been able to defend that very well. They haven't made an adjustment, and they knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Because that's part of their offensive formations. But Geis has really exploited the defense with his legs and his accuracy with his arm.
Ben Shramsky only has had 5 out of 12. He hasn't even hit half of his passes, having some of the same problems this week that he did last week. But granted, part of that is the pressure that's being put on him, but he's pulling up short on some of those passes. They're just not as accurate as he needs to be.
He has, and certainly the defense, Rick, needs to show up in this quarter, starting here on this possession. Although Gerzik and McKeon both have played well as linebackers, 7 tackles each.
Well, the Pioneers will start off with the ball as Ryan Byrne is ready to kick off, and we are ready to get this second half underway. And into the corner it goes to Johnson, and he'll take it at about the 2 to the 10, the 20, now the 25, the 30, the 40. He's broken out. There is a flag on the play, so it looks like it may come back.
Fortunately.
But Johnson all the way down into Eagle territory to the 35-yard line.
That's concerning. Wow. And
nice run.
There is a penalty on the 45-yard line, and it's going to be against the Pioneers. Fortunately, I again stress.
Yeah. It's holding against the Pioneers. So that's going to bring it back a ways.
Even though there was a penalty, that was still concerning just to open up the second half.
Yeah, a nice run back by Johnson. You talked about those quads that they've had trouble dealing with. He's the young man that's been getting the ball, too.
I know he has.
Yeah. Got some speed there.
Well, they put him on an island with some blockers in front of him, and he does the rest.
So it'll be 1st and 10, the ball on the 35-yard line of the Pioneers. And here's Geis out of the gun, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. He's going to throw it exactly to Johnson, who drops it this time.
Wisely fell on it because it was close to a backward pass.
Could have been.
I am really interested in this possession and throughout the quarter what adjustments Matt Janisch has made.
Yeah.
I think that could be a deciding factor in this ballgame.
Yep. Around the WEAC, Whitewater has beaten Stout, it looks like, 17-3. That might still be in the at halftime, I think. They'll go to the back, and he'll pick up about 3-4 yards on the play. Looks like 3.
John Stunner with a carry.
That's Studer with the carry that time.
Rusty Murphy, good to see him back as part of that defensive linebacker personnel. That time McGeehan again, another tackle. He led the tackle, the UWL Eagles, with 7 in the first half.
Check this score, Terry. Oshkosh and Stevens Point are tied at 14 apiece.
Yeah, we heard that, earlier.
Eau Claire and River Falls tied at 14 apiece. 3rd down and 8. Pioneers. Geis scrambling. Got lots of time, though. And he hits his man, and it's completed to Daryl Kirby.
You cannot give him that much time.
Oh, yeah.
He extended the play by sprinting out to the boundary side, and gosh, I mean, you can't expect your defensive backs to play defense for 8 seconds.
Texas Tech and Iowa State tied at 31 apiece with 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 now for the Pioneers. Again, here we go, bubble screen. Johnson gets pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
That was pretty well defended.
Much better.
Coming up, Gerzik to make the tackle.
It's going to make it 2nd down and 7 now. This time they'll put trips out to the left, single receiver to the right, and a single back. I think that's Bobick in the backfield this time. And there they go to Johnson again, and he drops it this time.
Murphy right there, but that should have been caught.
Yeah.
A little bit more aggressiveness from the Eagle linebackers, I noticed now. That was one of the adjustments I'm certain was made. Some changes made now in that Eagle defense, and number 25 in the game too as part of that nickel package. That's Kyle Cable.
3rd and 7 now. Trips off to the left side, single receiver to the right again. This time Geitz is going to try to carry it himself.
Yeah, design quarterback draw too.
And he gets nowhere. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I like that. I like that aggressiveness. That time Zach Pierce came up from a linebacker spot to make the tackle. And just what the Eagles needed.
Yep, brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, Pioneers. One check, deep for the Eagles.
Simonchek back at about the 10-yard line now for the Eagles, and here's the punt. That one gets away. He's going to call for a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 14.
Wisely done.
Yes, very much. Surrounded by defenders as he catches that.
We've seen Zach Pierce play a lot more last few games.
So the Pioneers come up empty on their first possession in the second half here. And with 12:22 left in the third quarter, we're going to give the Eagles a shot at it and see what they can do.
Good protection. See if they can, it counts for something. Yeah.
Now he throws it away.
A little bit of pressure from, you had enough time, nobody open.
Yeah.
Pressure from number 42, Antonio Ramos, a defensive back. Ramos from Heartland Arrowhead. There's a perennial champs in that conference.
2nd down and 10. Shramsky now out of the gun. 2 backs.
Oh.
He hands it to Stutzman, but he goes nowhere. Gets
Did not
knocked
pick
down
up
in the
the
backfield.
stunt. The stunt. Clayton Becker, a linebacker from Monticello. No one blocked him at 6'3", 227 pounds. Right away, he stunted right into the gap where the play was developing.
3rd and long now for the Eagles. Shramsky with a single back. Looks like Jalen Clark in the backfield. Shramsky looking downfield. He's going to run with it. Looks like he's going to pass. There it is. Oh, picked off. Picked off. He threw that ball into a crowd, and it's taken by one of the Pioneers.
Yeah, he should have just run with the ball. That time, the intended receiver was La Bellarte, and a great field position now for the Pioneers.
No kidding. So the Pioneers get it back in Eagle territory on the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
First down at the 42.
So out they come. Geis working out of the gun. Fades back, looking to pass. It's going deep. He's got an open man. Can he chase it? He does. Touchdown, Platteville.
That pump fake really fooled the Eagles, and doggone it. 2 defenders there, but he beat both of them. The guy on the outside, Max Brower, beat him by 3 yards and an easy touchdown. Led him perfectly.
27-21.
But he didn't have any pressure on him. He's got too much time to throw.
Not what we wanted to see. So they'll try for the extra point now. And it looks good, and it is. So make it 28. 28-21. Pioneers
more than
take
just
the lead.
More than just a little mild concern, I would say, on the Eagles sideline.
Well, they should be concerned. Yeah.
I want to thank our UW athletic partners, which include the Kenwood Suite, the Holiday
I tell you though, one of the places. Where's one of the places we love to go, Terry, after the game? Huh?
We love to go to Howie's.
Yeah, that's right. Howie's on La Crosse. Been a landmark for decades. So before or after the game, stop at Howie's for lunch or dinner. Breakfast from 10 to noon on weekends. Happy hour Monday through Friday 2 to 6, and late night 9 to midnight. Howie's on La Crosse, just east of campus at 1128 La Crosse Street. Stop in for a good time.
I used to go to Howie's when I was in college, and that was a few decades ago. You know
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. About 100 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
Seems like it.
3 unanswered touchdowns now for the Pioneers.
Simonchek on the 30-yard line. Nice kick. Be taken at about the 8. Out to the 10, 15. Simonchek at the 20, the 25. Still on his feet. He's got some room to run. One man to beat. Nope, he's going to spin and get taken down at about the 50-yard line.
How the heck did he get out of that tackle?
I don't know.
He's just a Houdini
and
in the open field.
No laundry down there, so that's going to be a good run for him. That's about a 40-yard run, 42 yards.
Actually, Sam Heckert, the kicker, was there to make the tackle, but he ran out of that one and several others. Well, that's inspiration for your offense.
Be. Let's hope, huh? Great run by Simonchek. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Snap to Shramsky. He'll go to Clark. Clark now hits the line, still on. I take that back. That wasn't Clark. Who was that? That was. Yes, it was. It was Jalen Clark. I'm sorry. So he pick up about 2 yards, make it 2nd down and 8.
Eagles absolutely need a sustained drive here.
They sure do.
Reach 10 minutes in quarter number 3.
Amos in motion. They fake to Amos, go to Clark.
Nice.
Clark breaks through there. Nice run.
Nice blocking.
Well executed.
At the point of attack. I like the block by Alex Richardson from Boulder Creek, Arizona.
3rd down and 3. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left, and we're in the 3rd quarter here. 28-21 Pioneers. Shramsky out of the gun, takes the snap, looks downfield, has to scramble. He's got a man, he finds Speaker, and Speaker will get the 1st down and get the ball down to about the 32-yard line of the Pioneers.
Whenever a quarterback scrambles, the radar needs to go up, and your receivers need to be what's called available. He's in trouble, you need to help him.
Yeah.
And Speaker did that by coming back to the ball. Good 1st down. Encouraging on this possession.
1st and 10 on the 31. Shramsky is going to run with it this time. Breaks through there. A nice run by Shramsky.
I like that. We haven't seen that much today. He scored 5 touchdowns with his legs, and we've been impressed with his ability to run. And that was a designed run.
Mackey making a tackle for the Platteville Pioneers. 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 1 for the Eagles. Jalen Clark in the backfield now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They send a man in motion. Simonchek. Here's Shramsky looking for a receiver. It's got Simonchek, and he's got him. Great catch.
That was not an easy catch. Great catch is right. That was well defended.
It was.
Number 10, Tyler Reinhardt right there, but Simonchek concentrated on the ball, and the Eagles are set to score. They can take advantage of this particular play.
First and goal, ball on the 2-yard line. He's got Smith and Clark in the backfield this time. Speaker in motion. And they go to, I think they went with Clark.
Try to get in that wedge and try to score, but nothing doing.
Jalen Clark with the carry.
Eagles only 2 of 5 on 1 of 2 on 4th down conversions, 2 of 5 on 3rd down conversions in the first half.
Second down and goal. Ball on the 2. Shramsky now going to try it himself. And he maybe gets a yard.
Yeah, not much. Tried to get to the edge, but a sure tackle by number 10, Tyler Reinhardt. I'm impressed with his ability to tackle in the open field.
Try it again. Shramsky one more time. 3rd down. They need the touchdown here. Speaker in motion. Fake to Speaker. Looking to pass. No, he's going to try and run it. There's the pass. Speaker into the end zone.
Fake the run only out of desperation.
I think so.
Speaker, his main man, ready and caught the touchdown pass.
Nicely done. I don't know if that was the way the play was supposed to go or not, Terry. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think there was a little improvisation. Second touchdown, 3rd touchdown of the afternoon for Speaker.
Yeah, but they left Speaker wide open, so.
Yeah, well, the DB came up to make the tackle and forgot about his receiver behind him.
28-27. There's the snap, and we got flags, and it was a bad snap, too.
It was, but
I think the Pioneers came through.
Somebody went in the neutral zone, I think.
I don't know if it was caused by movement. We'll see.
It was caused by somebody from the Pioneers moving in to the neutral zone.
Half the distance.
I've seen many times when this occurs, and it's an automatic fake. Well, I would doubt it here in the 3rd quarter, but we'll see.
The snap, the kick, and it's up, and it looks good. It is. Through the uprights. So another one for Ryan Byrne.
26 for 28,
there we go. All right.
Much needed touchdown for the Eagles, to say the least.
No question about it. Well, we've got 7 minutes, 34 seconds left here. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment, folks, as we continue with college football on KQEG.
When you buy a used car, you want to make certain you're not buying someone else's troubles.
Hi, this is Travis with Tri-State Auto Center in La Crosse.
We do our best to provide all the information you need, including what the vehicle is worth, so you can make an informed decision on the purchase of your next quality pre-owned vehicle.
We inspect, certify, and warranty our cars.
Come see our affordable selection. If you're looking for something special, let me find it for you. Tri-State Auto Center, Highway 1461, on the Pike in La Crosse.
A step above the rest.
Ace of La Crosse is your work and play headquarters when it comes to getting the job done. No place gives you better support for home, business, and industry with small engine and power tool repairs. Save by renting when you don't need to buy. Ace offers rentals on hundreds of items. Ace of La Crosse.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. 8 plays, 50 yards, and a 1-yard pass from Shramsky to Speaker. Puts it into the end zone. We're tied again, 28 apiece. And now the Eagles kicking off. Ryan Byrne sends that one deep, deep, deep into the end zone. Johnson will bring it out, the 5, the 10. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets it out to about the 23-yard line. Eagles with a couple of arm tackles there that weren't really enough to bring Johnson down.
They missed a lot of tackles in the second quarter on poor technique. See if they can improve that here in the 3rd quarter. See if they can get another 3 and out.
Yeah.
Bring their offense back on the field.
28 apiece. Pioneers with the ball. They'll set up trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Geis with a single back, and he'll go to the back. And once again, that's Bobick, the ball carrier.
I like to see that. 3 Eagle defenders right there. Murphy, one of them, number 55.
Wisconsin got beat by Northwestern today, 31-17.
That was disappointing, huh?
Yeah.
I knew they were behind at halftime.
2nd down and 7. Here's Geis. This time he'll pass to Johnson out in the flat. Johnson with some room to run, and he'll get the 1st down.
Johnson was a pain in the defense in the first half.
And the Eagles still haven't figured out how to defend that, it seems like.
They haven't.
That little quick pass out there.
Johnson with touchdown and 61 yards on 5 catches in the first half. Here you come again with quads and a stack in the middle of it.
And again to Johnson. And that time he gets...
That's much better.
Yeah, they converge on him quickly and stop him after a gain of 3.
Why not run that until they stop it?
Really? You know, or the other thing they'll do is they'll set up that same play and then they'll do a quarterback sneak
to the boundary side.
Yeah.
Or quarterback run to the boundary side. That time tackled by Gerzik. He's been impressive this afternoon.
2nd down and 7 now for the Pioneers.
His 8th tackle from Black River.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, and they go to the back. That's Bobick again.
Bobick stayed low and got a few extra yards. Ran through the tackle of number 40, Elijah McGeehan.
3rd down and 3 for the Pioneers.
Brings up 3rd down.
And a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, who's injured? Is that McGeehan?
It's quite a collision right there. Garrett Graff set to go in. Number 54.
Yeah, that's Elijah McGeehan coming off, I believe.
Looks like his right arm, but there was quite a collision right there, too.
3rd down.
Got to get Elijah McGeehan back in the game. He's made 58 tackles for these Eagles.
Big stop for the Eagles here. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, same formation, single back. Fakes to the back, throws to Johnson. Johnson again. That looks like he might be short of the 1st down. I believe he is.
I think they figured that out, at least temporarily,
Yeah.
at least have the Eagles.
Held him to about 3 yards.
Yeah, Garrett Graff right there, along with Noah Schober.
4th and 1.
Not the field position that you gamble, I do not think.
You don't think?
No.
So it looks like the Eagles will get the ball back. Fourth and 1. Simonchek back at about the 18-yard line. There's the snap. The kick is away. Simonchek fails for a fair catch at about the 19.
Simonchek noticing that 2 Pioneers were right there.
Right there.
One of them, Bo Babick.
Smart move. 4:31 left here, 3rd quarter, and it's tied at 28 apiece. Here come the Eagles. Simonchek and Labalarte will be out to the right side there. Got Jalen Clark in the backfield, single receiver to the left.
2 by 2, and now 3
Simonchek
by
in
1.
motion. And Shramsky now to Simonchek. Out at the 10. Stays on his feet to the 15, and he'll get out to about the 16, it looks like. But that's only a gain of about 2 yards.
Yeah, a lot of work for 2 yards.
No kidding.
Simonchek trying to get him on an island using his speed, coming in motion to the boundary side, and not as many yards as they were hoping.
No. 2nd down and 8. Shramsky now out of the gun. Single back. Amos in motion. Here's the pass over the middle. And there's a number we haven't called in a while.
Yeah.
That's Matt Bigley, or no, Zach McManus, the tight end.
Yeah, he's a big target too, McManus from Marshfield, the sophomore, number 84.
Zach McManus.
So 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3.
3 minutes, 24 seconds left, 3rd quarter. Eagles need this to keep this drive moving. Single back again. Shramsky takes it. He's going to run with it himself. And
he got it.
Did he?
Well,
I think he's short.
It's about at the line.
He's going to be short on a yard, I think, actually, Terry.
And maybe so. And you're right, and the punt team reports in.
Yeah, well, same. Pioneers didn't want to chance it with a yard, and I'm sure the Eagles don't either.
Not in that field position.
No. So Sean Parker will come in and see if he can punch this one away.
See if Parker can get a rugby style, just bounce, to not give the Pioneers a chance to get a good run back, because if they do, they're in good position.
Gets it away.
Oh, there's his best kick of the afternoon.
That is a beauty. Look at it roll, too. Wow, all the way down to the 12, 13-yard line.
67-yard punt, something like that?
You can hear the crowd applauding that one.
Over 60 yards, I think.
Well, he kicked a 69-yard one down at Luther this year.
He did. Oh, did they ever need that?
No kidding.
Now, that punt is telling the defense, I did my job, now you do yours.
Yeah, let's hope they can stop him again.
But so far in the 3rd quarter, they have played well.
No scores in the 3rd quarter, still tied at 28 apiece with 2:22 left. Pioneers now will start on their own 13-yard line.
3-by-1 set.
Geist drops back. Got some pressure. He'll get it to Jansen.
Jansen was his safety valve, Rick.
Yep.
He was looking left, and Jansen said, I'll help you out.
Pass complete to Tim Jansen.
Gain of 5. It looks like 2nd down and 5 now. Ball out to the 18-yard line.
Jansen from Pingree Grove, Illinois.
Again, they go to Johnson. This time, nobody's there to stop him, and he gets it. He'll pick up the 1st down and about 10 or 15 yards all total, and he'll move it out to the 35-yard line.
They feature him on an island, don't they? They use his speed.
The Eagles just have not, I mean, it looked like for a while they figured out how to stop him, but they just...
well, he's got a convoy in front of him.
Yeah.
It's a matter of taking on blocks.
Yep.
Shredding blocks, holding your ground, 4-by-1 again.
Yeah, here we go again. And again, they go to Johnson. Same play. This time he gets stopped, but he stays on his feet, spins a couple times, and picks up about 5 yards.
He ran through 2 tackles to get extra yardage. Come on.
Pass to Johnson.
Come on, meaning the Eagles need to sharpen up their tackling skills.
Down to 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 5. Geis again with quads out to the left side. He's got a little pressure. They're chasing him out of the pocket. There's the throw down the sideline, and is it caught?
I think it is. Wow, I didn't think he was. Mike Schmidt wants a holding penalty, actually. I didn't think he was in, but the field judge said he was. So
I guess
we'll go with his eyesight rather than mine, I guess, huh?
Yeah, Coach Schmidt trying to plead his case there, but nobody's listening. 15 seconds left. They move the ball into Eagle territory, and it looks like they're going to let the clock run out. And that's just what they're going to do. So at the end of 3, our score, 28-28. Take a break. We'll be back after this.
Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a La Crosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours? Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. Here's the Pioneers. Again to Johnson they go. That time they stop him.
Yeah.
That time Nathan Clark was out there, and Clark pulls him down.
See what their favorite play is.
Yeah, I guess. How many times are they running that same play to Johnson over and over again?
That's good coaching. Just go with it till they stop it.
Yeah.
Boy, a huge distinction in possession time. Almost 30 minutes for the Pioneers and only 15 for the Eagles.
Yeah, 2nd down and 9 now for the Pioneers. Geis going to keep it this time. And he'll gain maybe 2 yards on the play, bring up 3rd and long.
Quarterback Geis with the carry.
Eagles doing a little better job of stopping that.
Well, here's a big play for the Eagles now. They need to stop him here.
Gerzik on that. The nickel package reports in.
Elijah McGee on the tackle. 3rd down and 7.
So Geese, he's got trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Johnson on the sidelines this time. There's the snap. He's looking downfield. There's nowhere to throw it yet. There's the throw. And it's caught. What a catch. That was quite a catch.
Gosh, extends the play. The defensive line tries to put pressure on him, extends the play, and once you know it, finds his receiver. 1st down.
Yep.
1st down for the Pioneers.
Caught it in front of Noah Schober, too.
1st and 10. Geis takes the snap. He's going to run behind his back, it looks like. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, a design. We haven't seen that particular play. Ran behind Babick, number 24, a 6', 218-pound sophomore, and it was a good 1st down play.
2nd down and 5.
Pretty impressive game planning for the Pioneers, considering they're using their backup quarterback.
Yeah, no kidding. Bobick in the backfield now. They'll set up trips out to the right side. Jansen to the left. They go to Bobick. And he'll tuck and run, but he maybe gets 2 yards on the play.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, flags all
smothered, but that is a personal foul against the Pioneers. That's a personal foul and possible ejection by number 61, Rick.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. And that's Robert Otto. He may be ejected. Number 61, the 6'7", 300-pounder from Appleton. See if he stays in the game, but apparently, does he? Does he?
I don't know.
I guess he stays in the game, but that was close to being ejected.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Well, maybe that'll fire up the Eagle defense now. It's 3rd and 18. See if they can stop the Pioneers here. Trips to the left. Single receiver to the right. Geis rolls out. Got to roll the other way. Pressure coming after him. He's going to run it. And he gets the first down. Holy smoke, what a run.
He goes to the short side. He's elusive, he's evasive, he turns up the second gear, and wouldn't you know what, he gets the first down. Or close to it. Yes.
Yeah, he got the first down. Absolutely.
And they had him, too.
Okay, well, 1st and 10. Ball on the 11. 11:33 left in the game, 4th quarter here.
Yeah, pre-snap penalty. Yeah, movement. Through 3
against the Pioneers.
Yep, through 3 quarters, Pioneers with 4 penalties, 36 yards, and the Eagles, like normal, not a lot of penalties, 3 for 30 yards. I think at the end of the season, you may very well find the Eagles the less penalized team in the WIAC. We'll see if that holds true. Least penalized, I should say.
Still tied at 28 apiece. 1st and 15 for the Pioneers. Geese with the options it to Suter.
Yeah. And on the option, you need to play assignment football. Make the quarterback punish him, make him throw it early. That time he was smooth, untouched. First time we've seen that particular play this afternoon. A designed option to the short side of the field.
2nd down, 7.
2nd down and 7.
We are not adjusting real well right now.
No. We'll go with a receiver to the left and one to the right. Single back. And he's going to run it, trying to get behind his blockers, but this time the Eagles won't let it happen.
Nice. I take back what I said.
Loss of a yard or 2.
And you could see the way he tucked the ball.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to do anything else but run it to the wide side. Good job by the Eagles. Oh, is this a big play?
Big 3rd down play. Absolutely. 3rd and 9 for the Pioneers. Eagles need to put a stop on it here.
This would be a good time for an INT.
Single receiver right, one to the left. That's Bobick in the middle there. Oh, and Geis is again going to run with it, but he gets taken down and maybe gains a yard on the play, maybe 2.
He saw the seam, couldn't find anybody open, and decides to run with the ball.
So it looks like they'll probably try for a field goal here.
A.J. Villarreal leads the team in solo tackles and added another one on that play.
Looks like Herkirk will try for the field goal. I think he's 2 for 3 so far this year. See if the Eagles can stop this. Kick is up, and it looks good. No good.
Oh, now that should fire the Eagles up.
That better.
And a good defensive stop on 3rd down.
Eagle football.
No good, and the Eagles will get the ball.
Our QuickBooks program helps encourage reading.
Outstanding.
Each school or teacher will set their monthly reading goal.
Well, as we are just under 9 minutes,
what we need now is a nice, long, slow drive to a touchdown.
And an increased energy level, too.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Coming out in an I formation. Well, no, actually split back pistol formation. Shramsky going to give it to Clark. Clark stays on his feet and keeps hammering away, and he'll pick up about 3 yards.
Nice footwork on not a spectacular play, but impressive run by Clark. Should mention that one of the linebackers, too, for the Pioneers is Travis Hofsleen from Westby. Haven't called his name yet.
Yeah.
Westby, of course, winning last night.
There's a long pass downfield, and just out of reach. intended for Marchese.
Yeah, Marchese.
Marchese.
I think.
Pass was intended for number 85, Michael McKeesey.
He was open, too.
He was just barely out of reach for him.
Marchese, the tight end, got open.
3rd down and 6.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
From Sun Prairie.
3rd and 6. Big 3rd down again for the Eagles. There's the snap to Shramsky. Nice pass. He's got the 1st down, and Amos slips down as he tries to make a cut, but gets the 1st down, moves the ball out to the 32-yard line.
Much of the success of a receiver is route running skills, and then, of course, hands. And that was a good route, knowing right where the 1st down marker was.
Ball at the 32.
Tied at 28 apiece. Eagles now with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They go to the back. Clark hammers his way through there. He'll pick up about 4 yards.
I like that call. I like all the calls on this possession, not to put so much pressure on Shramsky to throw all the time. Good 1st down play with 4 yards.
2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. Shramsky out of the gun. This time he's going to pass. Over the middle, he's got Speaker. Oh, no. Well defended that time.
Actually, it was a great pass, but even better defended that time by
Josh Wiseman, I think.
Yeah, Josh Wiseman did a nice job from Dixon, Illinois. Knocked it loose, and the 3rd down personnel for the Pioneers report in. 2-by-2 set.
3rd down.
Much needed 1st down, Rick.
Once again.
Showing stunt, too.
Yeah,
see if the
it's
Eagles,
like they're
and
coming.
they do.
They
They brought the house.
Right across the middle. Oh, couldn't get it to Amos.
I think, do we have the umpire throws the flag in the middle of the mess, which usually means a hold. And if it is, it'll be declined by the Pioneers. Yeah, we do.
Yep, you're right.
We have a hold. Yeah, of course
yep,
it's
4th
declined.
down.
Richardson spotted with a hold, and the Eagles give the ball up as we approach 7 minutes. Critical loss on of possession on 3rd down.
Saw him coming in quick. He just couldn't find a receiver quick enough.
You could see they brought the house.
Federley is deep.
Connor Federley will be deep for the Pioneers this time. Parker kicks it away.
Another good kick by Sean Parker.
And an Eagle bounce.
Portland, Oregon. Doesn't show us his golf swing on that one, so didn't like it as much as he did the previous one.
Down to the 14-yard line, so a lot of green space between there and the end zone.
Lots of nervous people in this stadium here with 7 minutes left.
Get more information online at UWathletics.com.
Big game for the Eagles.
Today and become a member of the Elk Club.
Don't forget to join us on Monday, folks, at the Cleary Center for the Mike Schmidt football program. You'll be part of the live studio audience. And don't worry, you don't have to be on camera. You just get to watch the show being taped. And join us for lunch. Here's Geis, the handoff. And that's going to pick up a couple yards.
Not many. Good tackle by number 44.
Studer, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Zach Zilmer from Black River. Zach Zilmer, the junior. Lots of young players in that defensive line. Zilmer, Gerlich, a freshman. Abitz, a junior. Lathers, a junior.
2nd down and 8 now. Coming up on 6 minutes left. Geis takes the snap, fades back, looking for a receiver. He gets hit.
Talk about a much-needed sack. And Zilmer. Nice job, Zach Zilmer.
Sack on the play by Zach.
Just a bull rush, too, using his incredible size. Zilmer, 6'2", 250. He's a disruptor.
Loss of 2 on the Pioneers, so it'll be 3rd and 12. They need to do that a couple more times.
They do. See if they try to exploit somebody.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, single back. Here comes the house. They're going after Geis. Yes, they got him again.
Hey!
Guess who?
I'm even getting excited now.
Zilmer with his second sack.
Wow, wow. Steve King, the former Holman coach, next to me, Ryan Weber. Excited as I am.
Should be a nice. That's the kind of pressure they need to bring on Geis all day today.
Well, we haven't though.
I know.
I mean, this is the time when, of course, champions really show their true colors in key situations.
And we're down to 5 minutes. I'd say this is pretty key.
Yeah, and let's see if the 12th man can be a part of this fourth quarter.
See if they can block this kick. 5 minutes left, clock ticking. And out of the end zone, they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they are, because there was confusion. Of course, you don't want to get a blocked punt to potentially lose the game for you. Make sure their blocking is correct. Make sure that everybody knows their assignments. I'm sure that's part of the reason for the timeout.
All right, and we'll take just a quick break, so back right after this.
Is your work and play headquarters when it comes to getting the job done. No place gives you better support for home, business, and industry with small engine and power tool repairs. Save by renting when you don't need to buy. Ace offers rentals on hundreds of items. Ace of
Mix 96, today's best music mix. Good morning. Van McNeil, More Music Morning Show is on the air.
Hey, now, baby. Hello, Ryan Seacrest here, Mix 96.
Are you ready for it?
Hey, it's Reed Magnum, Mix 96. Taylor Swift, here we go.
Are you ready for it?
This is Pop Crush Nights. I am Lisa Page. The moment that I've been talking about all week, I'm sure you're so over me mentioning the Chainsmokers, but hi. Alex and Drew are on the line right now.
Mix 96.1.
Mix 96.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. We're under 5 minutes left here now. Eagles should get the ball back because they held the Pioneers deep in their own territory. They'll be kicking out of the end zone. Gets it away. Simonchek will take it inside the 50. Now to the 45. He's still on his feet. Looking for a corner to the 35, to the 30, the 25, and out of bounds at the 20.
Is he a valuable asset or what? Every game he makes some plays like that. Now, he didn't take it to the house, but look at the field position he brought.
Yeah, that kind of brought the public alive here, too, that 12th man you were looking for.
He brought me alive, I can tell you that.
Settle down.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know. I just like him because he's really my size with a lot more athleticism than me, but he just is. He doesn't fumble the ball. He makes good decisions. He follows his blockers.
1st and 10. Here we go. Let's see if they can get it into the end zone. 4:41 left. Shramsky out of the gun. He'll give it to Clark. Clark finds a little hole there, and he'll pick up about 5 yards, maybe 6 on that play.
He got hit hard, too, but you know what?
He hit hard back.
Now there's 2 words that are probably more important than any other words. Ball security.
Oh.
Seidenberg making the tackle, 2nd down.
And certainly eat the clock up and then put some points on the board.
I thought you were going to say touchdown.
Well,
I think that's one word.
Okay, that is one word.
Okay. 2nd down and 4. Shramsky again goes to Clark. Clark finds his way through and breaks through.
Oh, nice call.
And a 1st down, gets it down to the 7-yard-line.
He faked the run options, fooled the defense a little bit.
And suddenly he found an opening there. It looked like he was going to be taken down, but he found an opening and moved the ball down to
the
7-yard line.
Do they come back now? Isaac Frichte and Andrew McGlenn, co-offensive coordinator, do they come back with that play and let Shramsky run?
1st and goal on the 7.
Let's see.
Shramsky goes to Stutzman.
Oh,
Stutzman gets hit right away.
Whoa.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, somebody missed a block because coming up and making the tackle.
Clayton Becker.
Yes, sir. Clayton
He's the
Becker.
leading sacker for the Pioneers.
6'3" senior. And Trent, number 84, comes in to make to Zach McManus, a tight end at 6'3". See if we can add another dimension to the blocking here on 2nd down.
2nd goal on the 7. Stutzman in the backfield. Fake to Stutzman. There's the pass. They've got Trent Smith and into the end zone. Touchdown.
No, there's the Trent. That's why Trent Smith is in there as an H-back. Not only to block, but to come out as a delayed route into the corner of the end zone. Oh, my goodness.
There you go, Terry. That's what you wanted to see, huh?
I did.
Touchdown.
I did. I'm excited. Trenton Smith, good job. Great pass to on his outside shoulder away from the defensive back. Great call by the Eagles.
Eagles take the lead, 34-28. See if they can put an extra point on there. Up and through the uprights, it looks good, and it is.
Are you questioning the kicking ability of Ryan Byrne?
No, I was simply questioning the eyesight of the officials.
Because he was delayed, you're right. 27 for 29 for those of you that are charting this at home, right?
Right. There we go. What a great catch and touchdown for the Eagles.
And
Trenton Smith into the end zone.
How about sharing this with our viewers?
4 plays, 23 yards, 1 minute and 44 seconds. Shramsky with a 7-yard pass to Smith, and we're in the end zone.
This could be the possibly be the most important catch of Trenton Smith's career right there.
Well, you know, the Pioneers aren't out of it. They still have 3 minutes left.
Oh, certainly not. I'm not saying that one bit.
Here come the defense. Really has to get inspired now to see if they can stop them.
We've got a graphic up there to help.
You know, technique is one thing, execution another. But don't think for 1 minute that effort, enthusiasm, and an extra elevated level of effort doesn't play into it.
No, it has to.
Oh, my gosh, it does.
You bet. Looks like Johnson back deep for the Pioneers. And is that Walker? I can't tell if that's an 84. Is that 84?
No, you're asking. Well, I checked this. Yeah, it is. No.
Number 84. Okay, so that's Walker.
Now you're asking your coverage team on the kickoff to sprint down like you've never sprinted all season and then get under control and make a hit.
Here comes Byrne with the kick. Nice high kick. Taken at the 12 by Johnson. They've got to stop him quickly. No, he gets away. Ryan Byrne going to try to chase him out of bounds, and Byrne does.
See, a high kick is not always to the advantage of the coverage team. A high kick oftentimes gives the returner a chance to get a good, open up a seam and get a good return. That is not what the Eagles wanted.
No.
I would have rather seen a line drive kick into the end zone, a non-returnable kick. Other than that kind of kick.
Thank heavens for Ryan Byrne, though.
Oh, that would have been 6 if it wouldn't have been for him using his West Salem tackling abilities.
There you go. 1st and 10 now for the Pioneers. They're in Eagle territory on the 40-yard line. Geis takes the snap. He's looking for somebody to pass to. But here's the defense.
Look at that!
And that, guess who?
Oh, my
Zilmer
goodness.
Again. That's his 3rd sack.
And the sideline erupts for the effort of Zach Zilmer.
Outstanding.
And his mom and dad, who I know real well, are here, and they're as excited as we are in the press box. The clock, an advantage here for the Eagles, and certainly an enemy for the Pioneers.
2nd down and 20, clock still ticking. Down to almost 2 minutes. Here's Geis again. He finds a receiver, but doesn't gain that many yards as he hits Connor Federle.
No, I was worried when he ran through the tackle of Murphy, but Murphy had some help. That's why it's a team game.
3rd down and 15. They go the hurry-up offense.
Quick tempo.
Under 2 minutes now.
Actually,
here's Geis with the snap. He's looking downfield for a receiver. He gets sacked.
That time from the blind side, which is a recipe for danger. That time, Ryan Flathers. The blocking broke down. Flathers came from the blind side, Rick. Yep. Beat his man. Beat Robert Otto at 6'7", 306 from Appleton. Whoa. Biggest play of his season right there, Ryan Flathers.
And a timeout called. Well, let's see. Next week we got we got a kind of a repeat next week. Bangor on Friday, and the Eagles back here on Saturday, which will be our final game of the season.
I'm excited for next week because as I said in the pregame at Bangor, I have certainly a lot of respect for the Bangor community, the recipe for success in multiple sports, and I'm hoping that we're going to be coming here after an Eagle homecoming win to play River Falls, which is a beatable team, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, I think that 12th man sounds like they're getting into the game here. 4th down, and the Pioneers are going to go for it. Here's Geis out of the gun. He's got receivers going downfield. He's looking for the pass. There's a big play. Picked off.
Underthrown, double coverage on the outside. Oh, my goodness. Double coverage on the outside, and who gets the INT? Number 26 gets it.
Noah Schrober.
Noah Schrober, who was beaten a couple of times, Rick, but he comes up with his biggest play of the season.
Big play. You know, actually, it might not have been a bad idea to just knock it down on the ground.
Possibly.
Because then they would have been on the 5th, or they would have been in Pioneer territory.
Noah Schrober from Regis on the Mike Schmidt show last week. Do you think for 1 minute the ball comes to you as a DB, you're going to knock it down rather than intercept it? No.
Probably. Yeah, probably not. But you understand what I'm saying, though. It would have been better field position. But 1st and 10, the Eagles with the ball, and 1 minute and 35 seconds left. They go to Clark with the run. Clark still on his feet.
Yeah, nice job. But now I'll reemphasize the 2 words that you misguessed. And that's ball security. Yeah, you misguessed. Yeah. You said touchdown, which is 1 word. As we approach 1 minute.
That's right.
And 1 timeout left for the Pioneers, which they should use.
I don't even think they're going to use it, it looks like.
They'll use it after this play.
After this play?
And the Eagles with 15 seconds on the play clock.
They will let it run all the way, hopefully.
They'll snap it with about 2 seconds, I would think. They don't need to look at the back judge because it's right on the...
Well, they did it with 5 seconds, but there's Clark on the run, and does he get the first down? He does.
Oh, he does.
He gets the first down.
He does. Right behind 2 veteran blockers, Vazanoja from Finland, the 2-time All-Conference.
Trenton Smith getting up pretty slow there.
Don't forget
He's going to come out.
Don't forget about Bradley Schultz.
Jake Krieger will go in for him.
Returning starter from Plainview, Minnesota with a good block.
Well, 31 seconds, and it kind of looks like we're just going to take a knee here. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Just need a good exchange, and they got it.
There we go. Well, it had me worried there for a little bit, Terry, but it looks like they pulled it off, and the Eagles will win this one 35-28.
Well, they had me worried for more than 1 minute, my friend. They had me worried for multiple minutes.
Multiple minutes, huh?
Oh, because the momentum was going the other way completely. And I can't reiterate enough. If you missed the pregame when I said this is a highly important game, I'll say it again. There wasn't a more important game in the season than this win here tonight, or this afternoon. There was none. Now, if the Eagles can finish the season, which I hope they can, this a catalyst for the final 2 games being. I mean, it will put them in a position. Now they're 2-1 over the Pioneers since Mike Schmidt took over, and I can't say enough that this was my adrenaline and my energy level is at an all-time high because this was a big win. Congratulations to the Eagles.
They go 3-2 now, and again, 2 games left. If they can win out, that would put them in 3rd. For the season, and now the players are going to gather down there and sing to us.
Well, I don't know if they've ever sang higher and more energy than they're singing right now. And they're all singing, by the way. Nobody's taking a break.
Accompanied by the UWL Screaming Eagles Band. Outstanding.
Whoa!
There they go.
I don't think I've been this excited for an Eagle win in a long time. I'm telling you. And who leads them off the field? Zach Zilmer.
You bet.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, outstanding. Again, our final score, 35-28, as the La Crosse Eagles beat Platteville today here at Veterans Memorial Auditorium. What a great field. What a great way to finish the homecoming, huh?
Oh,
top it off.
Wow, and that has not been really too standard procedure. That has not happened a lot in the last several years.
Yeah.
And oh man, everybody at Mitchell Hall is totally excited. Thank you for bringing us the stats as we take a final look at the game statistics.
Eagles with 317 yards of offense compared to the Pioneers with 422. Of that, 212 was passing yards for the Eagles and 105 was rushing yards. And again, the score 35-28. Possession time, the Eagles only had it 20 minutes, and the Pioneers had it almost 40 minutes. So the Pioneers had the ball almost twice as much, but it was that defense. It was that defense at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, and we can name Zach Zilmer as probably your player of the game.
Absolutely.
I knew it, see?
Absolutely.
I knew that was coming
From
with
Black
those
River
sacks that
Falls.
he came up with.
Oh, yeah.
3 sacks for Zilmer today.
And we need to say, too, if I can interject, Noah
Please do.
Schober on that interception.
Yeah.
To 5 for 5, and that was key, no question. I'm sorry, 10 tackles. Elijah McGee played extremely well. 10 tackles, and receiving Speaker again leading the Eagles. I like the way the fourth quarter emerged. I can certainly. Would you agree that Trenton Smith on that 7-yard pass from Ben Shramsky was the player of the game on the offensive side?
Yeah,
sure. Let's give it to him along with Cole Speaker, who had 1, 2, 3 touchdowns. You never see a bad game out of Cole Speaker, and wow, just impressive.
Great
win.
finish.
With 2:57 left, the Eagles score to win 35-28.
There you go, folks. Again, our final score 35-28 for Terry Erickson. I'm Rick Will. What? You got something left? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I'm just going to finish it off here.
Well, let's at least give credit to Brett Geis, who is the player of the game for the Platteville Pioneers.
318 yards passing.
Jeez, and ran for a net of 51, and he coming in as a reserve, coming in as a backup quarterback. He nearly took the Pioneers to an incredible win after getting beat solidly by Eau Claire the week before.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for letting me share that.
You bet. So again, final score 35-28. The Eagles win it. Thanks for watching, everybody. For Terry Erickson, I'm Rick Wilson.
You've been watching the University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG TV. Today's game featured the Eagles and the UW Platteville Pioneers. Our game is brought to you by Tri-State Auto on the Pike between La Crosse and La Crescent. The Arterial Bar and Grill. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. By Honda Motorworks, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass, La Crosse. By Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. And by Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Thanks for watching college football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. You've been watching the University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG.